It's good. Grand risings, salute, salute, salute to the eternal indigenous spiritual most high, y'all. That God in us, that most high in us. We ain't with the biblical stuff, man, that colonial stuff. We got to break the spiritual chains, man, break the bondage, all right? Trolls. I've been saying this for years, man. But only God and your mama can love you. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna wear that shirt soon. Y'all know I went and made me a shirt. Only God and your mama can love you. I think I'm gonna wear it because y'all don't earn that. You know what I mean? Danielle, hey, you been number one in here for like you were number one in here last night, Danielle. So I appreciate that. Danielle, keep that up. Your name will be lit up in blue. All right. So y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna dedicate this to my nephew, Cornel Sanders, and my one of my favorite followers, Colonel Sanders, on TikTok. You know what I mean? And they're like besties. So wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all know what time it is, man. One time, yeah, yeah, yeah. I say one time, yeah, yeah. I say one time, yeah. Already, Danielle. Thank you. That's a great way to start the morning off. 5 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for the super chat. You know what I mean? And thank you for sticking in that. Cheers. Yeah, we're gonna pop a cold one. You better believe it. You better believe it. Normally, I would have your name put in the chat, but there's not too many people in here right now. But just know that you are appreciated. Like my man Tupac said, you are appreciated. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Danielle. And thank you for always being here and tuning in. No matter when I go live, you're here. I appreciate that. So we're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. We're putting the work in. We're getting the truth out. But y'all know it's a hard process. And I like to take things that's happening right now today in this country and compare it to things that our ancestors or things that history reflects, things our ancestors went through, things that still reflect on our history. And what we've seen with the redistricting, it's so hard for me to say that word. Redistricting of the congressional maps, it's a reflection of everything our ancestors fought for. I've covered many massacres that were engineered through racism and our ancestors fighting for voting rights. I've covered the poll taxes that they were forced to pay. So you'll go back and you'll hear about the Opelousas massacre. You'll go back and you'll hear about the Ocoee massacre. You know, all of these were massacres in which black people were slaughtered after the Civil Rights Act and after they had the ability to vote. Okay? After they had the ability to vote. So this was still going on, although it was a right, although there was poll taxes paid. There were vicious assailants awaiting at the ballot box, at the polls, waiting for black people to show up, thinking they were going to vote, regardless of whether their poll taxes were paid, regardless of whether the law said that they had the right or not. So this has always been a fight in this country, and it is reflective because you had to go back and remove two main parts of the Civil Rights Voting Act in order to pull off what you just did with these congressional maps. And that was dead wrong. That's prejudice. I don't know what our Supreme Court was thinking because if it was legal then, it should have been legal now, knowing that Louisiana is 1/3 black. 1/3, y'all. And now they're going to be controlled by what? The Republican Party, the white conservatives. And it's not all white folks. Okay? Let me make that clear. I rock with good folks. I'm all about content and character. Your color means nothing to me because you didn't have a choice what color you wanted to be. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't have a color, although I still would have chose black. I didn't have a choice. All right? I didn't have a choice. So I rock with good folks. I don't like people. I don't like white people, black people, Spanish people. I don't like people. but I love good folks. I like good white folks, good black folks, good Spanish folks. You feel where I'm coming from? People keep stirred up. All right, good folks. Good folks gonna meet you on the front line to fight against the opposition. They're more concerned with right over wrong, and I rock with good folks for that reason. All right, I don't rock with people. People can lead you right into chaos. So let's get that understood. A lot of y'all hear me going off on these races. Yes, I do match energy, and I tell y'all all the time, my grandma was taken away from me by a racist. That's what compels me to do what I'm doing. So we don't want to throw any gas on the fire. It's all love. There you go already. I look and talk like Cat Williams. Well, Pimpin', you ain't heard nothing yet, Pimpin'. All I got to say is stay tuned right here, Pimpin', because I'm going to give them the business this morning. All 5 foot and 8 inches of me, all 9.5 inches of my foot will be up someone's rear end very soon, Pimpin'. And I ain't lying. Y'all know I got to goof off and have my fun, man. Content creation, you know what I'm saying? Got to goof off and have my fun. So, grand rising to everybody. Let's make sure we hit that like button as we come in on YouTube. And, oh, thank you for subscribing already, Santa Maria. You're all right with Santa Maria. You're all right with me. You know what I'm saying? Mixed with Snoop Dogg. Now, there we go with the Snoop Dogg stuff. And y'all don't even know that's my childhood nickname. See, y'all acting like you know me. Y'all acting like you know me. Y'all don't even know that's my childhood nickname. That's what they call me, y'all. You know, everybody got a nickname. Everybody got a nickname. And they say all black folks look alike too. So I invite my twin to the show every time y'all come in here with this Snoop Dogg stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Every time y'all come in here with it, we be chilling, rolling down the street, smoking, sipping on ginger ale though. Sipping on ginger ale. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we know, hey, before we start, why don't we do this, man? Why don't we shout out your city, your state, your area code, your zip code, you know what I'm saying? Put yourself on the map, man. Put your city, your town, your state on the map. Yeah, I was ready with that impression, man. This is what I do. I was ready. I was ready. See? See, you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I was ready. I was ready. All right, Fort Lauderdale in the house, the 954, baby. I got family down there. You know what I mean? I got family down there. All right, South Central LA, 51st. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, represent. TikTok, where we at? Ohio. I see Ohio over here. I see Ohio over here. Where we at? We up early this morning running our mouths and kicking it. Where we at in the world, man? Where we at? Huh? Where we at? Shout out your city, your state, your area code, your zip code. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hmm? It's always one of y'all homosexual white people. It's not even 5 a.m. where I live at, and you're coming in here already with it. Already with it. Good night and enjoy your trip back to the Caucasus Mountains. Enjoy that trip. Enjoy that trip. 24-hour flight. Enjoy that trip. Listen, moderators, get the vampire and the garlic. The vampire. Get the garlic and the sun rays ready. We got to deal with some vampires. They some sinners, y'all. They some sinners. Get your garlic, get your vampire, get your silver steaks, get all of that. We gonna deal with these vampires, y'all. Y'all done saw the movie Sinners. We gonna deal with these vampires, y'all. They not gonna keep coming in here being disrespectful. They're not. What they're doing right now to black people all across this country was disrespectful. Why are you trying to maintain control of our communities? 1/3 black population in Louisiana, and now you're going to go take all that power, all those voting rights away from the black caucus when that's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need. You know what I mean? Exactly what we need. You're a nobody. You're just a crackhead. Ugh. You really hurt my feelings. I bet you get fleas before I do. Hmm? I bet you get lice, ticks, and parasites before I do. I bet you I don't have dog fur for hair. Huh? Huh? We gonna get y'all out of here early in the morning. Early in the morning. Let's do it. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. Before I kick you out, hold on, I got something for you. Before I kick you out, look, you even got an American name. You even got an American name. I'm gonna just call you Shrimp Dick. Can I call you Shrimp Dick? Hey, Shrimp Dick, who do you think it gets sunburned first between me or you? Huh? I know you only safe talking in your house right now because the sun ain't up. You know what I mean? But as soon as the sun come up, though, you know what I mean? You'll be up out of here. You'll be up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you'll be up out of here. Dude, you're hating the wrong people. You can't tell me who to like. And I don't have hate in me. That is for a very specific group of people. You know what I mean? There's no hate in me. I got some clap back in me. I'm a darn sure clap back. But ain't no hate. Ain't no hate. Y'all are out of control. And I keep telling y'all, ever since 2015, white supremacy has been by the FBI, y'all, has been labeled the number one domestic threat, domestic terrorist threat right here on American soil. So y'all think y'all are just gonna keep coming in here, you know what I'm saying, your YT supremacy and having your way? You know what I'm saying? Vampires, y'all think y'all gonna keep sucking the blood and the energy out of other ethnic groups, and we ain't gonna let the sun shine on you? We ain't gonna pour the garlic and the holy water on you? Is that what you thinking? Have y'all ever seen the movie Sinners? Cause y'all some sinners, huh? We smoking stacks around here, baby. We smoking stacks around here, baby. But let's get to it though. Now I really want to get on y'all nerves. Now I really want to get on your nerves. Let's
Go
do
your
it.
own way. Iconic styles built on a heritage of comfort so you can express your.
If the Negro cannot live and work side by side with the Klansman in the Navy, then the Negro is going to have to leave the Navy.
It was February
Good morning,
1965.
Tammy. Good morning.
A white man in a pickup truck accelerated directly into a crowd of black protesters in Bogalusa, Louisiana. He did not slow down. He had done things like this before. They all had. Because in Louisiana in 1965,
The sad part is, Porter, you wouldn't say that to my face. You wouldn't say it to my face. Cowards talk shit from safe places, homie. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. You wouldn't say that to my face. Huh? You would not say that to my face. You'd even say it to your dad's face when he raped your daughter. Huh? You'd even say it to your dad's face when he raped your daughter. And you turned around and made your daughter your baby mama. You know how y'all roll. You know how y'all roll with the incest. Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing now. Thank you, Skills. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you, Skills. They got to learn, man. They got to learn. They got to learn. They think they're going to come in here and say what they want to say. I will clap back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it has. That's correct. I ain't going to say that H word, but you're right. We gonna honk the horn. That honk supremacy has been named the number one threat since 2015, y'all. Since 2015, they run our government right now. You know what I mean? They run our government right now. These are the same people who's in these Epstein files. These are the same reason that we have children missing throughout the doggone country right now. And everyone's acting like they don't know where these children are, but I bet you your government knows. Huh? I bet you these undercover pedos know. Huh? Y'all know they love everything 12. 12 years old. 12 years old. For some reason, that's their favorite number. They'll go out to a bar with women their age and get lit, get toe up, come out of there staggering, catch a DUI on the way home. But also on the way home, they ain't gonna holler at that woman that was in the bar getting lit with them that's of age. They gonna go and snatch up a 10-year-old from a bus stop or a 12-year-old. That's what they gonna do. Now, let's get back to the regular scheduled program. It's too early for this, but if you want the smoke, I'll give you fire. It's too early for this, and y'all should not wake up with this type of hatred in your heart, but only your demographic of people can do that for some reason. Get that hate out your heart. Get that hate out your heart. Don't you hate the prices at the gas pump? Does it matter whether you black or white, Democrat or Republican? Does it matter? You're paying the same price. Look at the price in the supermarkets. Does it matter if you're black or white, Democrat or Republican, heterosexual, homosexual? Does it matter? No. No, y'all stuck on things that really don't matter. Really don't matter. Y'all are stuck on everything put in place to divide us. And then you got a certain demographic of ignorant people, black and white, that's going to come in here with the BS. And that's why I say I don't do people. I don't do people. I do good folks, because good folks know I'm spitting facts right now. But people, this is like spitting scripture to them demons. This is like spitting scripture to them demons. They wake up to be a disturbance. They wake up to be a discrepancy. You know what I mean? They wake up for it. See, this is why I don't do TikTok. Already, y'all done went and reported something, and I ain't said nothing racist. Now I'm being restricted again on TikTok, and I've watched everything I've said. I've said nothing wrong. I said nothing wrong. See how this goes on TikTok? This is why I don't go on TikTok much. YouTube has said nothing to me. I just got flagged with 2 warnings on TikTok, and I've said absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So TikTok, y'all know how I feel about the platform anyways, and we know who it's ran by. So screw you, TikTok. Screw you. Restrict whatever you want to restrict. We know y'all don't like real on the internet. Restrict what you want to restrict. You could ban the account. I really don't give a damn, TikTok. I really don't give a damn. And black people, that's why we need to have our own. That's why we need to have our own. Right there, black people. That's why we need to have our own platforms. So we ain't got to go through this. They can say and do anything they want to do. But when it comes down to us, no matter how much we censor ourselves, if we tell the truth about them, it's a problem on their platforms. I say damn all of them. I say damn all of them.
You did not face consequences for that. Not if your target was black. Not in Bogalusa.
Don't tell me it's racist. I'm giving you facts. It's not racist. Everything I've said is factual. Factual. Who leads the way? 2977. 29% of the white population are men. And 77% of those white males in this country are convicted at 77% of child and other SEX charges. Yes, look it up. 2019 FBI crime data sheet. Look it up. I've got it right here. So I'm giving you accurate information. It's just y'all don't like the truth. A majority of the S crimes in this country, it's only one community that's responsible for it in 3 countries. That's predominantly YT countries. I'm giving you facts. But we know there's people who don't like the truth. It's not racist. What's racist is implementing laws and policies like Jim Crow, redlining, segregation, Reconstruction, and all of that into play. Mass incarceration, sundown towns, that's racist. To gain a distinctual advantage over other ethnic groups, now that's racist. But no one's calling them out on that. The KKK, that's racist, but no one's calling them out on that. Donald Trump, he's racist, but no one's calling them out on that. But when we strike back with facts, it's a problem. It's a problem. We know how they roll in this country. It's all right for them to do whatever they want to do, but when it's done back to them, guess who's playing victim? Guess who's playing victim? They little feelings get hurt. Oh, it's a whole problem. It's an epidemic. But they'll go around hurting everybody else's feelings, hurting everybody else's wealth, hurting everyone else's stability, hurting everyone else's rights, and it's okay. So TikTok, you can keep restricting me. I really don't give a damn. Until you ban my account, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna push that live button and I'm gonna spit my truths. So stop me if you can stop me.
Not anywhere in the Deep South. The men standing in that crowd knew what was coming. They had seen it before. They had buried the results before. But this time something was different. This time, the men standing in that crowd were armed. They raised their rifles. They fired. The truck stopped. And for the first time in the history of that town, the violence did not go unanswered. Those men were called the Deacons for Defense and Justice.
These are not your everyday teeth in a day. No. So I have a regular provider that I did talk to.
They were not criminals. They were not radicals. They were black fathers, black veterans, black workers, black churchgoers, men who had simply decided that they were done waiting to be protected by a government that had never protected them.
Done waiting to be protected by a government who ain't never protected us. And I told y'all at the beginning of this live stream, I like to take things that are happening today in 2026 and compare it to other things that have happened historically in this country. And I find it rather odd that we are still experiencing the same thing in this country that our ancestors were experiencing way back when. Same thing. So why am I touching on this? Because of what they just did with the congressional voting maps. All right, the congressional maps. You know what I'm saying?
Men who had decided that if the law would not stop the Klan, they would. And what happened next terrified the Ku Klux Klan more than
Shout out to everyone on TikTok, shout out to everyone on YouTube.
anything the federal government had ever done to them. But here is the thing that most people do not know. The Deacons for Defense were not the beginning of this story.
You can't say we supposed to protect ourselves, Rocky. Rocky, Asians have a hate crime bill. Rocky, LGBTQ has a hate crime bill. Rocky, we know not to touch white people. That's supremacy, that's entitlement, that's privilege. You understand what I'm saying? Even a manatee or a bald eagle is protected. Black people are the only people who don't have an anti-hate protection bill. So don't say we're supposed to protect ourselves when the government is protecting everyone else and the Native Americans. Don't do that. Get educated. Get educated. Get educated.
They were not some isolated moment of courage that appeared out of nowhere in 1965. They were the latest chapter in a story that started 100 years before them. A story that American
They're changing the voting districts. Yeah, you're right, for a reason. They're racist. To maintain control of the black. Listen, don't you know the black vote means nothing now in a predominant black community? Because now you're going to have white communities and white districts assigned to those black communities as well. So no matter how those black people vote, it's always enough other people to sway the vote. To sway the vote. And I'm not a Democrat, but that's racist. And I'm not a conservative either. That's racist. That's racist. If the Democrats had done it to Republicans, I still say it was racist. You roll back two laws out of the Civil Rights Act that was deemed constitutional by the United States Supreme Court then. What's unconstitutional about it now with these 9 Supreme Court justices, and 2 of them being black that don't even sleep black? I say 2 of them being black that don't even sleep black. But Ketanji Brown Jackson did vote against it. I'm going to give the sister her credit. But we got a raccoon that needs to return to a tree by the name of Clarence Thomas, who has a white wife by the name of Jenny Thomas. He needs to return to a tree because he voted for it. He voted for it. So don't tell me we need to protect ourselves. Don't tell me this is for a reason. This is a group of people doing what a group of people is known to do. Add chaos and destruction to the lives of everyone else except themselves. Oh, they stopped doing that when they came up with the term white. They grouped everyone together. Power in numbers. But ask yourself, what did them same people do to other white ethnic groups who they didn't deem white at the time? The Irish, the Asians, the Italians, they all went through the same thing with the same group of people before supremacy and the term black and white was invented. Oh, y'all talking to a brother who know. Y'all talking to a brother who know. Oh, we gonna protect ourselves regardless. But see, I'm speaking politically correct right now. I'm speaking politically correct right now. You know what I'm saying?
History books have buried.
It's not about what race someone is married to. All right. It's about how you identify. You can marry outside your race without losing track of who you are. But when you lose sight of who you are based on who you're married to, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. Did you just hear what I said? I said colonizers, YT supremacy, vampires invented. They came up with black and white. That is colorization. Most people identify by tribes. Most black people identify by tribes. You guys identify by location. You were British, you were European, you were German, you were whatever. They invented it. Colorization. Black and white did not exist. No indigenous black people called themselves black. Nigerians called themselves Nigerians. Kenyans called themselves Kenyans. Every black tribal Indian identified by tribe indigenously in this country. If you was Choctaw, you were Choctaw. If you was Chickasaw, you were Chickasaw. If you were Muskogee Creek, you were Muskogee Creek. And they were dark. There was no black and white. There was no black and white. They invented white after they did away with the indentured servants of the Irish. They wrote the Irish in. They wrote the Irish in. They wrote the Italians in. They wrote the Asians in. They wrote the Native Americans in. And they all are called white. They all identify as white. Even some Mexicans identify as white. They fought for that, to be called white on a U.S. Census. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you facts. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. You have computers just like I have computers. You have the internet, hopefully, just like I have the internet. Look it up. You guys just don't like to hear the truth. You deem everything to be racist except right in the 1800s. Thank you, Rocky. But they don't want to look this information up. They don't want to look this up. I'm giving it to them. And I'm spitting it right off the dome. So imagine how much I read. Imagine how much research I've done. And imagine how research you still haven't done. That's not Google, homie. I read documentaries. I read documentaries. And if it was Google or Chat GPT, it's still a resource, idiot. It's still a resource.
So deeply that most people have never heard a single word of it. This is the story of how Black Americans fought back against the Ku Klux Klan. Not marched, not petitioned, not prayed, fought back. With strategy, with weapons, with lawyers, with spies, with their own blood if necessary. This is the full story. And it starts not in the 1960s. It starts in 1865, the moment the Civil War ended, the moment the killing began. You have to.
Why do y'all vampires believe that y'all can question what anybody else say, but you won't question your old pedo president? Huh? Y'all don't question yourselves. Huh? Y'all don't question yourselves. You hide behind a term, a color called white, right? And that's how you maintain control, privilege, and entitlement, right? But if you actually delineate and go by your lineage, then you were probably one of the very people I was talking about earlier. Some of you are Irish. Some of you are Italian. Some of you went through the same thing with the same group of colonizers that I'm talking about right now. But because they let you in the club of white, now you're okay with everything that's going on because you also benefit from it. Because you also benefit from it. So now you're okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Now you're okay with it. Cite your sources. You have no sources. You have a whitewash history. You want to know what my sources are? The United Daughters of the Confederacy Act. Look it up, fool. You want to know what my sources are? Huh? Do you want to know what my sources are? Look up the American Colonization Act. Huh? Look up the Eraser Act, fool. Look up whitening. If you're in Brazil or somewhere, it's also known as bloqueamento. Look up the Trail of Tears, fool. Huh? Look up the Homestead Act. Look up the $5 Indian Act, fool. You want me to cite sources? Look up the Dawes-Rose Act, fool. Look up the Racial Integrity Act, fool. Now cite your sources with your dumb ass.
Understand what the Klan actually was in the beginning. Most people today think of the Klan as a fringe hate group, a collection of disturbed men in white costumes. Small, marginal, strange. That is not what the Klan was in 1865. In 1865, the Ku Klux Klan was not fringe. It was the organized military arm of the defeated Confederacy. It was led by former Confederate generals. Its first Grand Wizard was Nathan Bedford Forrest, who had commanded Confederate cavalry and was responsible for the massacre of black Union soldiers at Fort Pillow, Tennessee, in April 1864. This was...
Y'all see how quick that coward shut up? Y'all see how quick that coward shut up? Y'all see how quick that coward shut up? And it still affects us today. What did LBJ say? If we got to free them and give them the right to vote, we'll have them voting Democrat for how long? At least 200-300 years, and it's still going on, you damn fool. Who's been in control of the government that long? Why are you saying that's 200 years ago? What about redlining? What about mass incarceration? Huh? What about all your sundown towns? That's not racist? That's not racist? What about that generational wealth gap? How did you get that? Better yet, how did you get here? Because you're not indigenous to this land. The sun is not friendly towards you. You're melanin deficient. How did you get here? How did you get here? Tell those facts, because we have proof who really came by boat. See, what you're not saying is less than 4% of those slave ships that left Africa when you guys' ancestors pulled up on the coast, less than 4% touched North America. They didn't come here. The bulk of them is in Brazil. Brazil. Over 200,000 of them were dropped off in Brazil. Not here, homie. We were already here when y'all pulled up. We was hereby said to be the 15th century. When did y'all get here? When did y'all get here? Christopher Columbus himself left way too many accounts. That was way, way, way too descriptive of who was here and who wasn't. The problem is we can pull up and we don't start nothing. We know how to vibe and get along with everybody. Y'all pull up, then it's everything that everybody don't need. Disease, war, famine, lies, deceit. People transitioning eternally. Children coming up missing. It's everything that we don't need. That we don't need. That we don't need.
Not a fringe figure. This was one of the most celebrated military commanders in Southern history. And
stinger from above. Don't get a stinger from below. We were already here. Right. They pull up and go south. Thank you, Wayne Baker. I'm glad to see somebody in here can tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad somebody in here can tell the truth. Thank you. And see, that's good folks right here. That's good folks. Thank you, Wayne. I'm glad somebody in here can tell the truth. You know what I mean? Somebody can tell the truth. Slavery still exists. No matter what tax bracket you're in, you don't find many people in the tax bracket that we're in, because America has benefited from what? Us. America has benefited from who? Immigrants, anything melanated, anything black or brown. When they did it to themselves, they received reparations. That's right. Those Irish indentured servants, they got reparations. Those Italians, they got reparations. The J community, they got reparations. The Asian community, they got reparations. Those imported Bering Strait Siberian Asians that they imported over here and called Native Americans, they got reparations. Guess who didn't get them? Guess who didn't get them? Back in those times, you had black people walking from Oklahoma to Mexico to get those reparations. The Mexican government gave black people and freedmen reparations before the U.S. did. But the U.S. is still paying reparations along with Germany to the ancestors of the Holocaust. And those ancestors didn't go through the Holocaust. But y'all sit here and say, you were never a slave. You don't need reparations. But you don't say that to the ancestors of the Holocaust. You know why? Because they don't look like me. The family of Ashley Babbitt, who was a January 6er, just received reparations for her demise. And she was breaking the law. She was breaking in the Capitol. She was a criminal. What did they do? Give her reparations, give her family reparations. Yeah, 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 real talk, real talk, real talk. Y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like that. Daniel Penny chokes out Jordan Neely on a train. Y'all raised $3.3 million for him. $3.3 million. Carmelo Anthony defends himself from two white bullies, the Metcalf people, and look how y'all act. Huh? When we was raising money for that brother, look how y'all act. See, it's okay for y'all, but it's not okay for us, right? See, that's that control thing. That's that control thing. We're not our ancestors. We see it. We see it. And we're aware of it. We know how you move. We know how you think. We know who you are. We know who you are. And I'm not saying it's all, it's some. I'm not saying it's all, it's some. Because the greatest YT man I ever read about and studied, his name was John Brown. His name was John Brown. And you know what? They don't come like John Brown anymore. That community don't come like John Brown anymore, y'all. Now I can show y'all how much you've never studied because you probably don't know who John Brown is. Huh? This ain't the greatest country ever. It was great before all of them got here. Everywhere they've gone, they've ran every country, every economy, every budget, every government in the ground. Check it. Europe. Who had to pull up and save Europe? Who had to pull up and save Europe in year 711? Huh? The Black Moors. The Black Islamic Moors pulled up and saved Europe and Rome when it fell. Huh? That was the Black Moors. Who ran it down? I'll let you answer that question. You know, yeah, John Brown is that dude. See, they not up on their history. They don't read. They just regurgitate what they hear Charlie Kirk say. That's what they do. Low IQ people. Low IQ people. How do you have history on your side, have control of everything, and you don't even know your own history? You whitewash. Huh? You don't even know your own history. Come on, man. I'm telling you about the United Daughters of the Confederacy Act. I'm telling you about the Racial Integrity Act. I know about Walter Plecker and the U.S. Census and how y'all reclassified black people up to 5 times. I know who we really were before all of your lies, before all of your deceit. See, I've done the work. The lies should have quit when the internet hit. The lies should have quit when the internet hit, ladies and gentlemen. Real talk. And I got love for everyone. But everyone needs to learn how to be accountable. And accountability definitely needs to start within that YT supremacist community, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
He built the Klan not as a criminal organization, but as a political one. Its purpose was specific. Its purpose was to destroy Reconstruction. You need to understand what Reconstruction was threatening to do. After the Civil War,
Rocky, I'm feeling you. So I'm going to make you a moderator, homie. I'm going to make you a moderator. I'm feeling you. You know what I'm saying? You are telling the truth over here, Rocky. You are telling the truth over here, Rocky. You are telling the truth over here. I'm trying to hit it over here. It's not letting me hit it. Oh, well, you're not a follower, so I can't make you a moderator, homie. I, I can't make you a moderator.
ended in April 1865, the United States passed 3 constitutional amendments in rapid succession. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery. The 14th Amendment gave Black Americans.
Yes, I know my whole family. I know my whole family. Accountability also means keeping your hands off of children and your pets. Accountability also means not to impregnate underage children. Accountability means that none of the people you support and none of the people that you're sending commissary money to should be locked up for PDF files, but they are. Keep your hands off those children. Keep your hands off them children. Y'all want to always hold your purse tight and your bags tight when we walk by you. We grabbing our children. We holding our children tight. 2977. 29% of y'all are convicted at 77%. Here, don't take my word for it. Here. Let's be accountable then. You want accountability? I'm gonna show you where white fatigue came from. I'm gonna show you where white fatigue came from. You want accountability? Here we go. I like this. I love y'all trolls. I love y'all uninformed, low IQ Neanderthals. I love it. It's education time. Ding ding, classes in session. Ding ding, classes in session. Here we go, y'all. Because y'all don't like the truth. Y'all don't like the truth. You don't like the truth. You don't like it. But you gonna get it here. All y'all gonna do is run and try to report somebody for being racist. You're gonna play victim. That's all you're gonna do. Ain't nobody here racist. We factual. Ain't nobody here racist. We all factual. But don't worry, I got you. Let's tell the truth about it.
I found myself at a time in my career where I knew I needed to finish my
Let's tell the
education.
truth about
I
it.
chose Purdue Global because the faculty.
As you can see in this clip right here, this is on Facebook.
Wait a minute.
Have a very strange obsession. So as Black people as a whole, I feel like it's only right that we all come together and coin a new term, Black obsession. Throughout all of history, it seems that racists have a very strange obsession with Black people. Now in 2025, every other day, there is a new example of this. Recently, a white man went to an all-Black barbershop to discuss his Black fatigue. I did a video on my second channel already breaking down all of the false statistics and fallacies, but I will say this. He walked out of that barbershop alive. He did not get kirked. And it's just so strange because these white conservatives walk around like white people shit do not stink. And I'll say this all the time. There is nothing wrong with bringing up the problems in the Black community, but also sweep under your own porch first. White America has greater problems than Black fatigue. White men only make up about 29% of the population, but guess what? They account for 75% of incest perpetrators, 65% of prostitution johns, 65% of pedos, 60% of kidnappers, 60% of rapists, 77% of child you-know-what-arists, and are half of the mass shooters. So my thing is, you can talk about Black problems, but address your own people's problems.
Now, what were y'all saying? What were you racists saying? What were you racists saying about accountability? What were you racists saying about accountability? Because I don't hear you now. What were you racists saying about accountability? I just want to know. I thought I heard y'all mention the word accountability. I thought I heard y'all mention the word accountability. Y'all should stay away from that. Y'all should stay away from that word. Y'all should stay away from that word. I thought I heard y'all mention accountability. I thought I heard it. Let's run that back for the people in the back. Let's run that back. Because we know they're not going to tell the truth. And they don't like when the truth come out. If I talk about them not using washcloths, bath soap, and all of this, it's a problem. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem.
So as Black people as a whole, I feel like it's only right that we all come together and coin a new term, Black obsession. Throughout all of history, it seems that racists have a very strange obsession with Black people. Now in 2025, every other day, there is a new example of this. Recently, a white man went to an all-Black barbershop to discuss his Black fatigue. I did a video on my second channel already breaking down all of the false statistics and fallacies, but I will say this. He walked out of that barbershop alive. He did not get kirked. And it's just so strange because these white conservatives walk around like white people shit do not stink. And I'll say this all the time. There is nothing wrong with bringing up the problems in the Black community, but also sweep under your own porch first. White America has greater problems than Black.
greater problems, greater problems, greater problems. Plus, everybody don't despise black people. Everybody don't hate black people. We've never done nothing to anyone. But I know there's a group of people who can't say that. And Iran is showing us that it's true. You know what I'm saying? Iran is showing us that it's true. Haiti can let us know that it's true. Africa can let us know that it's true. The Middle East can let us know that it's true. The Caribbean can let us know that it's true. Jamaica can let us know that it's true. Honduras can let us know that it's true. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah. Y'all don't like that. Y'all didn't like that.
Fatigue. White men only make up about 29% of the population, but guess what? They account for 75% of incest perpetrators, 65% of prostitution johns, 65% of pedos, 60% of kidnappers, 60% of rapists, 77% of child you-know-what-arists, and are half of the mass shooters. So,
and we're not talking about colonization, the Holocaust. He ain't mentioned none of that. He ain't mentioned none of that. So imagine how much you really lead the way with your evil selves. Lineage of evil. Lineage of evil. Evil. And you wonder why the sun smiles upon everything on this earth except you. The sun is not the enemy of anything else on this earth except for them. Poof. Like the vampires they are. Like the vampires they are. TT, what's good? What's good? You know what I mean?
my thing is, you can talk about black problems, but address your own people's problems first. That's my thing. And like I say all the time, this is exactly what Charlie Kirk did.
So black people make up 13% of the American population. Why do they?
No, it's 3 o'clock in the morning where you live, fool, and you on here listening to me hold you accountable for racism. Learn how to articulate yourselves. You're supposed to be the smart people. Learn how to articulate yourselves. Huh? You're letting the snowflakes cloud your brain cells. Learn how to articulate yourselves. That's what you do. Oh, J-Dub in the house. J-Dub came in catching the body. You know what I'm saying? J-Dub came in catching the body. Yeah, see, y'all come. See, and it's funny. Y'all play victim. Now, none of this started till you guys brought it in here. And now, oh, you're up 3 a.m. crying about racism. It wasn't about racism till you guys brought it in here. It's not about homosexuality till you guys bring it in here. It's not about war until you guys bring it in here. It's not about unaliving someone until you guys bring it in here. This is what you do everywhere you go. It's not about missing children until you guys decide to, well, relocate other people's children, and then lie about the egregious things you did and still make president of the country. Yeah, now that's wicked. That's wicked. That's right. That's wicked. That's pretty wicked right there. That's pretty wicked. But we know y'all like to defer and deflect. We know, we know how y'all are. We know. Listen, we know that there is nothing accountable about you. We know there's nothing morally ethical and sound about you. We know. We've read about the cannibalism. We know about the incest. Y'all are nasty. That's why your IQ levels are Arctic temperatures, because you're breeding with your own children. You're breeding with your own parents, and your birth rates are still decreasing. They've recently dropped down to 49.1%. That means when you procreate and you make children, you're only making enough to replace the mama and the father. You're not building your numbers. Guess who are building their numbers? Black and brown. Black and brown. So those same racist laws that's been set into place by those racist forefathers you guys love will soon be outwritten, overwritten, outdated, and the chickens will come home to roost. The chickens will come home to roost. See, I'm not a biblical religious person, but that little lion colonizing Bible y'all gave black people to abide by, one of the lies y'all told in there did say that the Lord shall make thy enemy thy footstool. And well, I need me a footstool to prop my feet up on. We know who the enemy is. Globally, we know who the enemy is. Newsflash, vampires. Newsflash. A majority of the world, 80 to 90% of the world globally, is melanated. And you guys are too blind to know that you've pissed everyone off. You've pissed everyone off. Everyone. You don't know when to stop. You don't know when to chill. You just went to Venezuela and kidnapped Maduro and his baby mama. No, we're not the problem. The problem are you. Oh, hey, let me teach you. Let me teach you. I like this. Class is in session. Class is in session. See, y'all are only offended because I'm a black person saying it, right? But if I give you someone who looks like you admitting this stuff, then you're going to call him a race baiter or a race traitor. That's what you're going to do. But for the sake of being transparent, and totally brutally honest with people who don't know how to be accountable, to people who don't know how to survive outside of using other people to survive, I'll go ahead and tell the truth about it. I'll let you hear the truth. I sure will. It don't mean you're gonna accept it. Doesn't mean you're gonna accept it, but I will let you hear the truth. Watch this, and it's not even me saying it. Watch this. It's not even me saying it. Nope, not even me saying it. I got one for you. Not even me. Not even me saying it. But I'm going to give you a real one, though. And I actually just used this guy last night. And I like this guy. And I respect this guy. Here he is. Here he is. But it's a problem when we say
If you frequently need to go to the bathroom late at night, we recommend eating 2 pieces daily. If you need to visit the bathroom multiple times at night, this can be used as a meal replacement.
So the Supreme Court...
They know what Nancy Guthrie at. They did it. They the only ones to ever do it. They know what Nancy at. I guarantee whoever did that to Nancy don't look like me. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. They know what Nancy Guthrie at. They know what all those children are too. And they know that them Epstein victims telling the truth too. They just don't like accountability. Where do you think the term YT lie came from? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like the colors, y'all. Orange, red, purple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where do you think them white lies came from? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Where y'all think that come from? They're never going to be accountable. This is what they do. How do you think they've maintained everything that they've maintained? Through lies, through deceit. Through deceit. They just don't like to hear the truth. They don't like to hear the truth. They get all in their feelings. And again, I'm not going to say it's all of them. It's some of them. It's some of them. But this is what they do, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they do. Y'all know we're used to it. Y'all know we're used to it.
Had a Klan rally, and they decided to gut the Civil Rights Act. Why is that?
So Paul Lance is black, or is he YT? Because he's damn sure going to tell the truth. And he's going to tell you who the problem is. Watch this.
Because they want to keep America a white majority. Immediately after this decision, the governor of Louisiana, a MAGA white supremacist,
Christopher Columbus was found to be a Spaniard. Christopher Columbus was found to be a Spaniard. We shall not pass on misinformation. If you do your research, Christopher Columbus was found to be a Spaniard. Oh, somebody nailed it right here. Michael Smith. Hey, you a bad man, Michael Smith. You a bad man, Michael Smith. Speak your truth, Michael Smith. You a bad man, brother. You a bad man. Go ahead, Michael Smith.
Pause the elections that were already taking place, and he's going to gerrymander it. He's going to look at the black districts and say, how can I make these white? Yesterday, in Southern California, they put up a Charlie Kirk Way to remember a racist, white supremacist podcaster. What did he stand for? White supremacy. The white man ruling this country. The roaming blacks are committing crimes. If you're a black...
Wait a minute, who ruined this country? Let's run that back. Let's run that back. Let's run that back. And you could tell from the sound of his voice, he's nothing black. Y'all know who Paul Lance is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who Paul Lance is. Y'all know who Paul Lance is. Okay? He's not black. I thought we were the problem with this country. That's a lie. That's a lie. Again, we don't expect you to be accountable. We know that you don't have that trait. We don't expect you to be honest. We know you don't have that trait. We don't expect you to do anything morally, ethically sound because we know that you do not have that trait. We don't expect you to do anything smart or intelligent because we know you do not have that trait. You do not have that trait.
Pilot, you're not...
But then in the same breath, you want to call yourselves a Christian. In the same breath, you want to push religion, Jesus this, God that, Christianity this. Y'all some evil asses, man. Evil hypocrites. Hypocrites. Walking contradictions. Walking parasites. Walking leeches and crabs and moochers and thieves and liars and grapists. Apples, oranges, grapists.
Qualified. Justice Jackson must be an affirmative action hire because how dare a black woman be qualified? Andy Ogles posting about 9/11 when Zoran Mamdani's running. Racism, white supremacy.
You might have seen evil on all sides, but you only seen this much chaotic evil from one side. And that is your colonizer. That is the vampire. That is the European. Nobody else set laws into place to hate on a group of people or to oppose a group of people or to come up and benefit economically and financially off of a group of people, except for those people. No one else left their indigenous land and invaded and conquered other lands and took lives and fed babies to alligators and all this other stuff except a group of people. So when you say you've seen it on both sides, be clear. Be clear.
Ted Cruz posting a meme of jihadist as a checklist on voting when Zoran Mamdani ran. Donald Trump taking away the history of slavery in the Smithsonian, the history of slavery at the Philadelphia South, taking down the history of slavery of Edgar Bevers. That's what this is. This is white supremacy. And the reason we're here is because white people won't say a damn thing because you don't want to be uncomfortable.
Accountability. Can't be honest. Privilege. Entitlement. Oh, now he's stupid. Oh, see, when I'm saying it, I'm racist, and then I find someone who looks like you who's telling the truth, and now he's stupid. You're a vampire. You're a vampire. You're about to go poof. I'm about to bring the sun up and the garlic up, and I'm going to show you what we do to sinners. If you ever saw the movie. You know what I mean? If you ever saw the movie, I'm going to show you what we do to sinners. Nope, I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like ranch dressing. Nope. Nope. I sure don't. Nope.
When black people were hanging from trees by ropes, what did white people do? Nothing. When fetuses were torn out of black mothers, what did white people do? Nothing. When Native Americans were kicked off their land on the Trail of Tears, what did white people do? Nothing. When Asians were in internment camps, what did white people do? Nothing, 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 nothing. White silence has created Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not the problem with America. White supremacy is. We're here because of Barack Obama. He did nothing wrong. He was one of my favorite presidents. Incredible president. But part of this country, when you hear traditional family values, it means white. White, 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 white. That's what it is. And they saw a black man in the White House and they said, oh man, I'm losing my mind. Traditional family values, white is going away. The outside of the White House doesn't match the inside, and I'm losing my mind. And they went back to what they know, the plantation owner, a mediocre white man with a micro penis. And in 2024, once again, that's what happened. You voted for a white supremacist that didn't even rent to black people, who asked for the execution of 5 black men. Very fine people on both sides. An adjudicated rapist, a felon, who was sued by a 13-year-old for being raped by a fucking 13-year-old. Officers died after January 6th from the insurrection.
Hey husbands, if you found the love of your life, get her this. It comes in a heart-stopping red rose surprise box, and on the inside, there's another hidden surprise. A beautiful
By the way, those were white men predominantly on January 6th.
Oh, y'all don't like the truth. Y'all don't like the truth. That's why I love doing what I do. Huh? The truth make y'all go up in flames. Y'all just run and turn cherry red all in the face. You call your boss and tell him you ain't feeling good. You can't come in today because your feelings hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah. We know y'all are heartless, soulless individuals. We know. We know that you are allergic to the truth. But just know that the lies should have quit when the internet hit. Huh? All you do is regurgitate trash. All you do is play victim. Huh? The oppressor cannot pretend to be the one who is oppressed. Huh? When the chickens start coming home to roost. Huh? When the earth starts cleansing itself naturally, because you lead the way in cancer, in skin cancer preferably, not us. Not us. We're at the bottom of the charts because we have the armor. We have the armor. See, even when nature starts to cleanse itself, when the earth starts to cleanse itself, you guys still can't tell the truth. But you're quick to tell someone to repent. Why don't you guys repent and the sun might take it a little easy on you? And I ain't talking about the sun you created, the S-O-N. I'm talking about the sun that's just as indigenous to the land as I am, the S-U-N. Huh? Drop them facts. Let's go. Take that to your bank and cash it. Huh? Add that to your generational wealth.
And they all got pardoned. And 77 million people said, yes, I want the most morally bankrupt piece of shit white man because he's white. Harris wasn't a felon. She wasn't a rapist. She wasn't on Epstein Island. She didn't add $8 trillion to the debt. She wasn't sued by a 13-year-old for raping her. She didn't steal from cancer charities. She didn't go into...
I told y'all they like them ages 12 to 13, y'all. They like them ages 12 to 13, y'all. They like it. I think they only have children so that they can have their personal, you know what I'm saying, sex slaves, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only reason that, they only have about 2 children in their house. Per household, they only got about maybe 2 children. You know what I mean? I think they're using those children for slaves and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? They only adopt black children to use them for slaves. We know how this goes. We've seen it time and time again. It's too many stories out there. 2977. Remember? 2977.
Teenage girls' locker rooms. She's not on the Epstein files because she's a black woman. That's why she wasn't fucking elected. And for that DNC guy, Ken, whatever your name is, fuck off, man. They got this whole report from the DNC about why they lost. Because she's a black woman, Ken. Stop the shit. 250 years into the United States of America, 51% of our country are women, and we still would rather have a rapist, child molester defender, convicted felon over the most qualified candidate because she's a black woman.
You better be careful, Paul. They're going to call you a traitor. You're going to get ostracized, Paul. They're not going to let you in those. They're not going to. Oh, they're gonna go and restrict me again. I'm off of TikTok. Later, TikTok. This is what they do. This is what they do. They don't like what they hear. You see what TikTok does? Oh, live restricted for 10 minutes. It's not visible for 10 minutes. Damn you, TikTok. Damn you, TikTok. That's how I feel. Ban the account. Ban the account. Don't you know Instagram out there? Don't you know Facebook out there? I'll go to X. Go ahead. TikTok, ban the account. Damn you, colonizer.
Woman. That's why we're here. And white people are still unwilling to not do a damn thing. No King's protest. 8 million. That's it. Out of 348 million people, 8 million decided to get off their lazy white asses and do something. Yay! I'm dressed as a frog. Woohoo! Look at me. Give me.
I'm getting off of here on TikTok because TikTok is tripping. If y'all want to follow me on YouTube. Mr. Uncut Consciousness on YouTube. I'm not taking this crap from TikTok, man. TikTok can kiss my ass. Now ban that, TikTok. Restrict that. Restrict all them racist policies y'all put in the law. Restrict that. Restrict that. Kiss my ass, TikTok. Y'all can follow me on YouTube. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all can follow me on YouTube. We know who control TikTok. And I'm sick and tired of this every time I get on TikTok. Y'all follow me on YouTube. Boycott TikTok. Protest TikTok. If you black, if you're looking for the truth, if you're white and you're looking for the truth, if you just want the truth, someone you can relate to, follow me on YouTube. Damn TikTok. I'm out. Now, this is crazy. This is crazy. Damn TikTok.
My white participation trophy. What have you done since? Have you talked to your friends and family? Have you talked to your coworkers? Have you posted publicly? Have you put it in there?
Okay, here we go. Adam, don't you know there's more of you guys on food stamps than anyone? 37.4% of your community is on food stamp and SNAP benefits. That's the highest percentage out of any ethnic group in America right now. 37.4% of you, not us, are on EBT and SNAP. Not us. So I don't know why it's so hard for you to believe. What you gonna yell now? Per capita? What are you gonna yell now? Per capita? I just gave you the percentage. I look at this all the time. For people like you who won't do the work, I do it for you. 37.4% of the white population are still on HUD, Medicaid, Medicare, EBT, and SNAP. You know who the projects were meant for? You guys. You had it before we had it. We didn't get it till after the civil rights movement. You moved from the projects to the trailer parks and to oceanfront properties. Do your research. 37.4% of you. And we need to come up with a black stream, y'all. We need to come up with a black platform. We can't keep letting them get it like this. We can't keep letting them get it like this. Now look it up. Since you say that's unbelievable, look it up. J-Dub told you the truth. See? Unlike you guys, everybody don't lie. We can tell the truth. You guys can't because you're trained to be unaccountable. You're trained to be unaccountable. You're brainwashed to be unaccountable. You wake up evil. You're born evil. You swim around in your mama's stomach in a bag of water, already holding a swastika sign, wearing KKK, and wearing a KKK uniform and getting bolts tattooed on you while you're in the womb. We already know you come out marching with your cone hats. We already know you're not going to tell the truth. Again, I tell you, the lie should have quit when the internet hit. And obviously, if you don't know yet, I'm not the one that you should be with. Because I'm going to let you know the truth. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. But you know who's not?
Flag upside down in your front yard. Are you willing to go on a general strike to stop what's happening? No, you're not. Because you're sitting in your damn privilege. That's the definition of privilege. It's white silence. And I believe when Martin Luther King said, we're not going to remember the words of our enemies, rather the silence of our friends, he was talking about white people and white privilege and white silence. It doesn't affect me, doesn't affect me. Right now, little girls are trying to take their own lives with plastic knives from the stress caused in concentration camps.
I don't remember.
They won't admit these truths, though. They won't admit these truths. They got everything to say about us and our community, but they won't talk about their community. They won't address the problems within their own households, their own community. And if they address their problems, we wouldn't have problems because they've taken their problems to the White House. They've taken their problems to every country and continent here on earth. They're currently taking their problems out on Iran. They've done this everywhere they've gone. Everywhere they have gone. We know who they are. We've got the blueprint. We've got the blueprint. Our time is now. We've got to take this and run with it. We can't lay down. We can't lay down. We won't be intimidated. You don't scare nobody. All you ever had was GUNs. Everybody has those now, whether registered or unregistered. Everybody has those. Huh? We're not our ancestors. And things don't have to be this way if you guys just learn to be accountable. Racism don't start until you enter. Homosexuality don't start until you enter. Lies don't start until you enter. Children don't come up missing until you enter. Pets and stuff aren't great until you enter. It's not about Dems. It's not about Democrat or conservative. It's about humanity. It's about humanity. While you're busy hollering Dems, I'm not a Democrat with your racist ass. You automatically assume because I'm black, I'm a liberal. You thought I was a Democrat. See, low IQ. I'm independent. I think for myself. I'm conscious. I'm a truth seeker. I'm a truth speaker. I get on the Democrats' ass. I get on the conservatives' ass. I get on the black man's ass. I get on the white man's ass about the truth. That's it. The truth. The only thing that separates everyone else from your culture is the truth. That's it. That's it. In a nutshell, the truth. And the day you tell the truth will be the day the sun stops burning you. But until then, burn on. Until then, burn on. Let it burn like a Usher song. Let it burn.
Children are eating moldy bread and broccoli with worms in it. 34 people have lost their lives in these concentration camps. But what are you going to do, white people? Oh, I have to go to work. I have bills to pay. I got to make money. Yeah, it sucks that you're dying. It sucks that women are losing their pregnancies. It sucks that the officers are betting who's going to take their lives in concentration camps. Yeah, that really sucks. But I have to worry about myself and maintain my white privilege. And if America fails, that's going to be the reason. White silence, white privilege. Because white.
You're not going to blame this on the education system. You can't blame it on who controls that? Who writes the history books? Who rewrote the history books? Have you ever heard of the United Daughters of Confederacy Act? Someone stop right now and look up the United Daughters of the Confederacy Act. Huh? So you can't say it's the educational system because they also control the educational system. Who would the daughters of the Confederates be? So stop looking for a way out. Admit the truth. Just be accountable. Admit the truth. I'm educated, my man. 4.0 student right here. All advanced classes, all honors classes, man. Only regular class I had was recess. I do this. I do this. I came up reading encyclopedias, not Bibles, not Dr. Seuss. Graduated to autobiographies, documentaries, biographies. Come on, man. Who you playing with? History books. History. I've read so much history, I can tell you history. And lying was the only class you got an A in. You probably got an A in lice carrying and sunburning as well.
People are exactly what's wrong with this country. And I hear this all the time from white people. Paul, if you want to criticize America, why don't you leave? I criticize America because this is my home. Criticizing America is patriotic, but you all are stuck on one of the tenets of fascism, which is...
You know what I really love about you race demons? You know what I really love about you vampires? When you know you can't match wits with someone, all you can do is hurl insults. And you hurl the same thing over and over and over. Oh, you're a pathetic victim. You're a pathetic victimizer. How do you get a 400-year head start and you're still the face of EBT and SNAP? Epic failure. How do you get a 400-year head start and it's you that's homeless on the streets holding signs? Huh? How? How does that work? How does that work with a 400-year head start? How does that work? Epic failure. Epic failure. All you've ever done is fail, including fail to tell the truth, fail to survive in the sun, fail to keep your ass home where your made up God put you to survive. That's why you're over here dying the way you're dying. That's why you're over here dying the way you're dying. That's why you're over here cooking in the pork rinds and pork stew and pork belly and pulled pork and everything else. Huh? Tell the truth about that. Yeah, RV homeless sites. Yeah, it's them. Epic failure. 2977. 2977. It's them. But all they can do is hurl insults because they know they're not smarter than us. We invented everything that they use. They can't enter their house without thinking about a black person. Turn that doorknob. Black people. Kitchen table. Black people. Traffic light. Black people. First motor. Black people, although you're going to lie about it. Huh? First camera. Black people. Everything, even from a damn ice cream scoop. You can't even take your kids out to get ice cream without being reminded of our greatness, black people. And that hurts your damn feelings because you can't name a damn thing y'all ever did by yourselves. We've proven many a times we don't need you. And you've proven many a times you need us, though. That's why you can't go out there and pick your own crops, ain't it? I say get a big ass spotlight and get you some doggone mosquito spray and take your ass out there and pick your crops at night. That's what I say. Stop exploiting black and brown. Go do it your damn self. Black farmers ain't having that problem. You know why? Because they're equipped to do it their damn self. You can't do anything your damn self but lie. That's all you can do. We're day walkers. Y'all got these sundown towns. But truth is, it's only you that can move when the sun goes down. Truth is, we're day walkers. We can move about any damn where. We ain't got to wait. Truth is, if you study history, whether it was the fall of Black Wall Street, whether it was Seneca, no matter what it was, the Ocoee Massacre, the Opelousas Massacre, why did you guys always come around 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.? You had to wait until the sun was fully gone, didn't you? Huh? Y'all can't even protest. You out there getting sunburned at your No Kings rallies. Huh? And you still don't even know how to protest as much as we've taught you. You trying to call us out there to help you right now. We ain't helping you. We sitting on our sofa laughing like, yeah, get them, get them. We sit on our sofa laughing. We don't care. We know we're indigenous. And I'm going to touch on that next. And I'm going to really hurt your feelings. I'm finna let all black people know who we are because we're not Africans. We're not Africans. But I know about the American Colonization Society. I know in 1820, y'all tried to ship a bunch of black freedmen who were already indigenous to this country. Y'all tried to ship them to Liberia, which is why Liberia's flag looks similar to the American flag, which is why y'all call Liberia the first black colony. Huh? Because y'all created that by trying to ship us to Liberia. But what happened when we got there? Brothers and sisters, you want to know why we're not African? Because when they dropped those black freedmen off in Liberia, do you know that the tribes in Africa were attacking those black freedmen, those black indigenous American freedmen? They had to fortify the settlement. Huh? Nah, we ain't African, but you European though. You German though. You Italian though. Huh? You might be a Spaniard. You Irish. You Canadian. We know. We know. You ain't gonna tell the truth. You ain't gonna tell the truth. You ain't gonna tell the truth. We know you just gonna hide behind white. We know. We know you ain't gonna tell the truth. You just gonna hide behind white. Look, shut down this stream. Look, y'all just mad. Y'all mad. Y'all mad. Don't tell me to try pro-racism. Tell your president to try pro-racism. Tell all you colonizers to try pro-racism. Huh? Tell them that. Then we'll follow. Until then, we're going to give this shit right back to you. We're going to give it right back to you. Don't throw in the towel now. Don't throw in the towel now. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw in the towel now. Straight up. Don't throw in the towel now. Don't do that. Don't throw in the towel now. Don't do it. Don't run. Don't take your ball and run home. I see the sun and the garlic. Go ahead and get the vampires out of here, J-Dub. I'm going to enjoy and watch it going poof. I see the sun and the garlic, and that's the only way to get rid of the vampires. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get them out of here, J-Dub. Get them vampires, get them sinners out of here, J-Dub. I see the sun. Oh, I see the sun. Oh, I see the sun. It's time to get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get, we going to watch some vampires go poof. Watch this. You know what I'm saying? Here go a vampire right here, y'all. Oh, somebody already got that vampire. Y'all beat me to that vampire. Look at them vampires go poof when the sun and the garlic come out. Look at that. Look at them vampires go poof when the sun and the garlic come out. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Boy, when that sun come out, boy, when y'all vampires see them sun emojis and them garlic emojis, you know, you know, you know it's some vampires about to go poof. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, I need some more garlic and sun. I need some more sun. I need some more garlic. J-Dub, you missed one. J-Dub, you missed one. I need some more sun. I need some more garlic. Oh, you're lying. Definitely not a Democrat. Definitely not a Democrat. And definitely not a conservative. Definitely independent. You missed one. You missed one. Definitely independent. I'm conscious, homie. See, y'all white people always want to label people. Huh? I'm conscious, homie. I'm woke. Y'all don't like that. I'm conscious. I'm woke. Y'all don't like that. Black fatigue will get your white ass out of here then. Huh? Get your European ass up out of here then. Bye bye, vampires. Huh? Vampires go poof, fire. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I need some more sun and garlic. It's getting thick in here. I need some more sun and garlic. We need protection. Can I get some more sun and garlic? Can I get some more sun and garlic for these vampires in here, for these sinners? Can I get some more sun and garlic? I'm having so much fun with this. Watch this vampire go poof. Watch this. Watch this. Vampire go poof. Ooh, I like it when they go poof, boy. I like it when they go poof. See, that's why y'all need that melanin. That's why you need that carbon 12. You know what I'm saying? I can tighten your jaw for real. I can loosen it too. I can loosen it too. You know what I'm saying? This dude really tightens my jaw. Well, get up out of here then. Let me help you. I see some more garlic. Let me help you. Let me help you. I see some more garlic. I see some more garlic. I love it when the garlic and the sun come up, baby. I love it when we mix the two. I love it. Them vampires get ghosts, don't they? Wooden stakes and all. Don't the vampires get up out of here? Y'all done saw sinners? Y'all done saw sinners? Yeah. Y'all done saw sinners? See, you think you're gonna come over here and run something. You ain't running nothing but your mouth. You ain't running nothing but your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You ain't running nothing but your mouth. You ain't running nothing but your mouth. You don't control nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Sun is rising. Sun is rising. Sun is rising. Yeah. Tell them, bad boy. No, we're not the same skin color. You guys don't get pulled over by the cops like we do. Tell them. Speak up, FBA. Come on, melanin. Let your melanin talk. We done been black our whole lives. How the hell they gonna tell us about the black experience? We can tell them about the white experience, though. Huh? We can tell them about the white experience. Yeah. Yeah. Get them, y'all. Get them, y'all. Get them. Get them. Get them. Yeah. Speak up. Stand up, black people. The time is now. Stand up. Get on your Fred Hampton. Huh? Get on your Malcolm X. Get on your Carmelo Anthony. Get on your Nat Turner. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Look at my middle name's Tyrone. Y'all, your middle name is Dick. That's how y'all identify. Your middle name is Dick. That's your middle name. Rise, my people, rise. Damn right.
Excessive nationalism.
And not only my people, good white folks too. I'm in it for good white folks too. You just can't find them much. Don't tell me what to knock off unless you tell me to knock your head off, allegedly. Is that what you want? You want your head knocked off? You trying to be Charlie Kirk? Is that what you telling me? Is that what you telling me, allegedly? I see some more sun. Oh, y'all know when the sun come up, hey, the vampires disappear, y'all. Y'all know when the sun come up, the vampires disappear. Y'all already know this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know this.
I just got back from Germany, France, and Holland.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know they're always trying to shadow ban the truth. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are put on all, and make sure you go choose a membership packet. Make sure you choose a membership packet. Y'all, we here to stay. We're here to stay. They're going to try to shut it down, but keyword is try. Keyword is try. We just have to watch how we move and how we speak. I have no problem showing we educated over here. We know how to articulate ourselves. We know who the low IQ degenerates are. We know. We know. Real talk. We know. See, I shut it down over here. I don't play with them. Nah, I ain't tripping. You tripping. Because you think that you can do it to everyone else, but it can't be done back to you. And when you hear the truth, you don't like it because you always want to be white people good, black people bad. You know what I'm saying? That's how you want it. That's how you want it. Guess what? That black cat ain't bad luck over here, but that white cat is. Huh? We ain't wearing no black to no funeral over here. We'll dress in white, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Damn your Bible, damn your Jesus, damn your Christianity, religion, damn all of that. Damn all of your slave chains. Damn everything you put together to oppress people. Damn all of that. Damn your indoctrination. Damn all of that. Damn all of that. Your God, your Jesus, your Bible, your religion, and truthfully, damn you too. Truthfully, damn you too. The chickens are coming home to roost. That's why your cancer count is going up. Look at the charts. I'm not being racist. I'm speaking factual, actual, and blacktual. You know what I'm saying? That's why you lead the way in cancer. Radiation from the sun, preferably skin cancer. When that sun heals every damn thing else. When that sun gives energy and growth to every damn thing else. But you. But you. Even a damn roach is melanated. A damn roach. A roach can survive. But not you, though. I wonder why you're cursed. See, for years, y'all done taught black people that we were cursed. We're not cursed. We're not cursed. You're cursed. That's why we have armor. That's why we have that carbon 12 melanin. That's why we have that. That's why we have it.
In the UK, they don't have gun violence. They have universal health care. In Germany, they pay for their college education. Wow, sounds like a real
Long time no
shithole
see.
country over there, but not us. 40,000 people died from gun violence. Nothing I could do. Don't take my gun. You care more about a piece of metal than dead children. That's the problem with America. We lead the world in incarcerations, military spending, and gun violence, and white supremacy. Wow, what a great country. We have a rapist as president. Wow, we worship a racist podcaster who talks about roaming blacks and executing Joe Biden. And dead Americans is worth the cost of a Second Amendment. Oh, what a great Christian. Praise God. Hallelujah. Oh, what a praise. This is a Christian nation. It's a white supremacist nation. It was founded by racist pieces of shit founding fathers that owned black people like property, like fucking property. Black people couldn't even vote until 200 years. How is that great?
Listen, when you're reading comments and you have people trolling, you don't know who's trolling. You don't know who's telling the truth. If your middle name is Tyrone, congratulations. If we were chill the other day, we're still chill now. It was just the wrong time for you to come with that. Why would you tell a black man your middle name is Tyrone? Why would you do that? So truthfully, you got exactly what you were looking for. You didn't have to do that. We don't have to know your middle name. That's Paul Lance on YouTube. Supreme Court overturned the Voting Rights Act to uphold white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? It may be, but look at what time you picked to say that. All right, brother. Well, mistakes happen. All right. We good? We good? Hell's Gate? Are we good? All right. Salute to you too, brother. Salute to you too. Paul Lance on YouTube. His name is Paul Lance. And the video is called Supreme Court Overturned the Voting Rights Act to Uphold White Supremacy.
Tell me how that's great.
If I sit here and I say what he's saying, I'm racist. Now I put it on and it's him speaking it. Now he's a race traitor. You understand what I'm saying? These people make excuses. Yes, they want to keep their evil alive. You know what I'm saying? Paul Lance, Supreme Court overturns the Voting Rights Act to uphold white supremacy.
Not. It's white. It was designed to benefit 21-year-old white-owning white men. And if you don't like that, you can ship your little three-teeth concepts of brains back to England because America's not a great country.
Ship them back to where? I told you they're not from here. We can prove how they got here. We can prove how they got here. Huh? They can only lie about where we came from. And I'm going to touch on that next. Black people, I'm going to let y'all know we were already here. And I'm really going to anger the race trolls. Huh? And this ain't for good white folks. I got mad love for good white folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm working a job right now, but I got proof on why you need to mind your business and stop assuming and make an ass of yourself. Huh? I can prove that. I can prove that.
It's a lie. It's a bullshit lie that we've been told. It's meant to enhance and worship white nationalism. That's what it is. It's a lie. America doesn't want the red, white, and blue. MAGA doesn't want the red, white, and blue. They just want the white. And that's what they voted for. And even if you didn't vote for this, you're complicit through your silence because you're not willing to be uncomfortable for somebody else.
Hi, I'm JT, and I made Result Hunter, the search engine for conservatives. Let me just tell you what it does. First of all, big tech right now is run by a bunch of elitist people.
So you have two options, white people. You can continue on this path of white grievance and white silence and white privilege and pretend like nothing affects you, but it will. Or you could be on the right side of history like I am. And yeah, sometimes doing the right thing is uncomfortable. Sometimes you're going to piss off friends and family. Who cares? Martin Luther King didn't have the luxury of sitting down and doing nothing because he was black, but white people did. That's privilege.
Oh, Paul, you're speaking facts, Paul. Paul, you are speaking facts, my guy. They're going to ostracize you, Paul. They're not going to like you, Paul. Paul, you know what they did to John Brown, Paul, for speaking up for us. You know what they did. Paul, be careful, Paul. Get you Social Security, Paul. You need a whole black security team, Paul. Do not get you any no white security, Paul, because they're going to Charlie Kirk you, Paul. You're going to think they're on your side because they look like you, and bam! They're going to do exactly what they did to the Indians when the Pilgrims pulled up. and when the colonizers pulled up to all them coasts, they're going to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Get you some black Haitians. Get you some black Haitians for your security team. They can't bother them Haitians. Them Haitians put that voodoo on them. You know what I'm saying? We know about Jacques Dessalines. You know what I'm saying? We know about what happened when they pulled up on the coast of Haiti, thinking that they were finna colonize Haiti. Them Haitians said, And when ICE tried them Haitians, what happened? Them Haitians said,
Remember the outrage over the black man Colin Kaepernick, who simply took a knee peacefully? Remember the outrage over that? Oh my God! Oh my God! But yet those same people voted for a man that caused an insurrection where officers died, and then he pardoned 1,600 felons that attacked police officers. But because he's white, hey, it's okay. He's the white man. And that's the same crap you see with Pete Hegseth, that white nationalist that paid a woman $50,000 for assaulting her, who is a white nationalist. All white tattoo right here. Nationalism, nationalism, nationalism. Operation Fury. Woo! It's toxic masculinity for white people. Now, whether you like it or not.
And look, if I say it, they're going to say I'm racist. They're going to want my channel taken down. No accountability. I didn't even have to say it. Matter of fact, this guy don't even look like me. Don't even look like me. They just hate the truth. They just hate the truth. It's simple. They just hate the truth. I'm not being racist. I'm being factual. I'm speaking history, and they have a problem with the history that they created and attempted to hide. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. Even ChatGPT said they would be black if they were a human being. I understand why. Nobody wants to be associated with that lineage of evil. Nobody wants to be associated with being so unaccountable and so untrustworthy. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody, like a Keith Sweat song. Nobody, man. It's old. It's played out. It's played out. Yeah, we're going to keep the sun shining. We're going to keep the sun in the chat for the vampires. Keep the sun in the chat for the vampires. Now, let's touch on what they lied about and who we really are. You know what I'm saying? Let's touch on
Did you
what
lose
they
a lot
lied
of money
about.
sports betting on DraftKings or
This is what
FanDuel?
they don't want y'all to know. This is why they consider y'all Africans and we're not Africans. They're telling you to go back to Africa because they want ship black indigenous freedmen from America to Africa on a ship called Elizabeth in 1820 under the American Colonization Act. Now take that to the bank and cash it. Yeah. No, excuse me, the American Colonization Society. Let me get it right. The ACS, the American Colonization Society. Lineage of evil.
You may qualify for up to 7.
Africa. Have you ever seen an African?
Here's what they don't want y'all to know, though. Listen up, black folks. Listen up, FBA. You know what I'm saying? Listen up, because we're going to get them reparations. But in order to get them reparations, you got to know who you really are. You got to know that this is really your land. You got to know what they really did. And here's what they're really not going to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're black, right now, stop what you're doing and go subscribe to Mike TV on YouTube. Go subscribe to Mike TV on YouTube right now. Subscribe here and then go over to Mike TV on YouTube. Oh, I'm going to get y'all right. I'm going to get y'all right. I'm going to get y'all right. I'm going to show y'all why they hate me so bad. Go over and subscribe to Mike TV on YouTube and tell them Mr. Uncut Consciousness sent you. You know what I'm saying? Tell them. They can, bro, I don't care. We all got to go someday. I don't live in that fear. I don't live in that fear. I'm in a stand your ground state. If one of them bastards come for me, I can protect myself. If they come for my life, then their life must really don't mean much to them either. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't gonna mean much to them either. I ain't gonna wear no damn mask when I'm talking. I ain't no damn coward. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no damn coward. What am I wear a mask for? Only cowards do that. I want you to see what the hell I look like. I don't live in that fear. I don't live in that fear, man. We all got to go someday. If one of them get me, trust me, one of my tribe will get them. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a numbers game. It'll be a numbers game. They can't do nothing to me that I can't
I created
do
the
to
website
them.
nativeblack.ancestry.com.
They bleed just like us. Get that fear up out of your heart. Get that fear up out of your heart. You know what I'm saying? Get that fear up out of your heart, man. That's what the whole Christian religion plays on. Your fear. Get that fear out of your heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Get it out of your heart. Thank you, Black. Thank you, Black Pint. Thank you. Now you finna make me go look at you. I know. Damn, Black Pint, you are damn gorgeous. Damn. You go, girl. Shoot. I wasn't ready for that. It's too early in the morning, girl. You beautiful. You are, hey, you got it. You got it. But we just got to tell the truth about things. You know what I mean? We have to tell the truth about things. Mike TV. Mike TV. Hey, Black Pint, you are stunning. Hey, you got it.
And I built out a digital.
And let me say this. Let me say this. Black people, if y'all run to these churches to give these pastors, these lying pastors, 10%, and they're the ones that's teaching you this indoctrination and keeping you in fear due to this religion, then there's no reason why a black content creator, FBA, who's telling the truth, who's showing you who you are, who's empowering you, there's no reason for me to be on the internet and not being able to make money off of this and the studies and the research that I've put in. So we've got to learn to support each other financially as well, because we know who's not going to do it. We know who's not going to do it.
Archive with over 600 documents proving our indigeneity. And one of these tabs right here, we won't even get into the ex-indigenous slave interviews. That's too heavy on the receipts. First-hand accounts of Black indigenous people kidnapped as slaves. We won't even get there. But what I'll do is I'll read you some of these Indian slave ads. How can you say that Black folks aren't indigenous and indigenous people weren't enslaved when these are literally advertisements of plantation owners putting ads in the newspaper, hoping some white person out there comes across their slave that ran away and will...
Listen now, he's using the word slave, but watch this. If you know anything about the reclassification of Black people, from Indians to mulatto to colored to N-words to African American. And Jesse Jackson was the last one. Jesse Jackson tried to sew together what they did in 1820 by sending Black freedmen from this indigenous land to Liberia. So that's where the term African American was associated from, because those Americans returned back from Africa. They were never African. They were indigenous here and were coerced and tricked, because they didn't want the slaves who were still slaves to be taunted by the Black freemen who were walking around. So they did their best to get the Black freemen out of the United States so that they can maintain slavery here. Know your history, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they call you African American. That's why Jesse Jackson did it. And the sad part is Jesse Jackson is a full-blood Cherokee damn Indian. Frederick Douglass was a Potomac damn Indian. Trail of Tears, baby. Grand Canyon, baby. Know your research. Know your history. Black people know who you are. Do the research, because these fools gonna come in here telling you everything that they think is right to keep you off track.
Bring them back to the plantation. Read this, y'all. Read this. Check this out. The first one I'm going to read for you is this one right here. $100 reward. I will pay $100 for the delivery of my slave Martha in the workhouse of the 1st District. She is the wife of a black man named Jim White, who went to California last summer with a Mr. Perry Collins. She is a dark mulattress or light griffin.
There it is. Mulattress, mulatto, light skin, fair skin. There it is. Light skin, fair skin, mulatto, mulattress. There's another classification. Now, these are slave masters putting out ads in the 1800s, y'all, looking for runaway slaves. Do you hear how they're describing them? Are they saying African? Are they saying African? Because I haven't heard African yet. Keep listening.
About 20 years old, rather small shoulders and slender made, about the middle height, with features somewhat resembling the Indian. Wait a minute, we got a runaway slave who they're calling a dark mulattress light griffin who resembles an Indian? Let's keep going. This is 1860, July 27th, 1860. $25 reward will be paid to any person returning to me my Negro woman Julia. She is a large-sized mulatto, straight black hair, with a gentle, soft voice when speaking. She is by descent and has the appearance of an Indian. What are we talking about? 1860 fugitive slave ad for a Negro woman named Julia, who's a large mulatto with straight black hair, who's an Indian by descent. Why don't you go talk to these plantation owners putting these ads out in the paper in 1860? But we can keep going. This one is September.
But they always ask for receipts. He's reading real documents, but they always ask for receipts. They always ask for receipts. Yeah, and for some reason, you always come back to hear me ramble, so you like being educated. You know what I'm saying? You like being educated. See, that's why I'm trying to take it easy on you trolls, because I know you really can't accept the truth, but you're really in search of the truth. So I try to take it easy on you trolls. You know what I'm saying? I try to take it easy on y'all. I want everybody to learn. I want everybody to be educated. Huh?
27th, I don't have the year, run away from the subscriber on the night of the 20th. A yellow man named Sam sometimes calls himself Sam Freeman. Remember, we talked about Freeman earlier. Sometimes he calls himself Sam.
Where do y'all think Freedman's Bank came from? What do y'all think it was named at Freedman's Bank? Racism is so simple and so classified. Why do you think that you have to have the master's bedroom when you move in somewhere? Where do you think the term came from? Master bedroom. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen.
Craven. He has more the countenance of an Indian than a mulatto. Countenance means phenotype. They're saying he looks like an Indian. Let's keep it going. $10 reward. Run away April 4th at 11 o'clock. A bright mulatto boy, apparently 16 years of age, straight black hair, dark small eyes, well made, and has somewhat the expression of countenance of an Indian. Yet another mulatto that looks like an Indian? Oh, okay. We can keep it going.
But yeah, I thought the slaves were from Africa. I thought the slaves were in. It started in a slave master's dwelling in the master bedroom. Where do you think the term master came from? Where do you think it came from? The master of the people who slept in slave cottages and villages. He resided in a mansion in a master's bedroom. Where do you think the term master came from? Where do you think master came from? You can't be an idiot all your life. You can't be an idiot all your life.
March 3rd, runaway on the 26th of February from David D. Allen's plantation, 5 slaves.
I'm going to hit you with another one. Where you think the term picnic came from? All they did was shorten it. Master suit, picnic. Every Friday, Black Friday, pick a nigga to hang. Picnic. Pick a Negro. Y'all trust me, y'all don't even know. They got you around here saying amen, you don't know what you're saying. When you say hallelujah, you don't know what you're saying. That ain't reaching, look it up. It's not reaching, look it up. Look it up. It's not reaching. It is all about us. That's where you're wrong at. And your history shows us it's all about us because you can't seem to leave us the hell alone. You know what I'm saying? You can't seem to leave us the hell alone. It is all about us. It is all about us. You know who it's not all about? It's not all about you. You know who don't matter? You. You don't even matter to the sun. You don't even matter to the sun. Come on, man. You don't even matter to the sun.
Named Tom, Kit, Jim, London, and Lewis, all young men. Tom is about 24 years old, very bright mulatto, intelligent, almost white. He might pass off as a white man. Kit is copper colored, 25 years old, very likely. Jim is about 23 years old, the same color, and is tolerably tall. Lewis is about black, 21 years old. London is 26 years old, color of an Indian, and has straight hair. Oh, wait, here's another one. October 24th, 1800, $10 reward. Run away from the subscriber on the 15th, a Negro girl named Nellie. 16 years of age, flat built, rather short, yellow complexion, long Indian hair. Guys, if all plantation slaves came from Africa, have you ever seen an African that's yellow complexion with long Indian hair? I haven't, but let's keep it going, shall we?
And even the ones that they were calling Negro, were they calling them Negro or were they calling them African?
Come on. You got to understand, if you have any amount of IQ, after I'm done reading some more of these, you're going to realize Negro, mulatto are not differentiating terms. They are synonymous with Indian. If you're a lighter skinned Indian, they reclassify you as a mulatto. If you're a darker skinned Indian, they call you a Negro. It's that simple. But some of y'all think mulattoes are like half African, half European.
There it is. Either walk the Trail of Tears and go to that reservation and be called an Indian, or if you're dark skinned and you refuse to go to the reservation due to colonization when they touched down, then you were put on the plantation and reclassified as a Negro. There it is. There it is. There it is. Reclassified as doesn't mean you are. They'll tell you a DNA test. A DNA test won't tell you that your great-great-grandmother was classified as an Indian in the 1800s. It won't tell you that she was reclassified as a Negro in the 1900s. Yeah, they try to have all the sense, y'all. This is called paper genocide. Look up the Racial Integrity Act. Look up the Racial Integrity Act. Look up the Dawes-Rose Act. Look these things up, ladies and gentlemen. Get familiar with them. And when they try to tell you they're Indian, you send them over to the $5 Indian section of the internet. That's what you do. Tell them to look up the $5 Indian Act. We cooking, baby.
Okay, let's keep reading. Isaac, an Indian slave. Isaac, an Indian slave about 40 years old, ran away from the plantation at George's Creek in Buckingham. He was born on the brook of Chickahominy. He has some connections to Goochland. He wore long curled hair before his elopement, but his countenance is altogether Indian. Let's keep it going. A liberal reward for the delivery in jail of the slave Vincent. Gone after the beginning of this month in December. This boy is about 24 years old. His complexion is very light, his forehead very large. The general appearance of his face is an Indian. Okay, all right. So let's go real back in time. 1776. June 1st, 1776, $10 reward. Run away from the subscriber on his journey from Williamsburg on the 11th of May near King William County, a mulatto servant man. First, they're calling him a mulatto, right? A mulatto servant man named John Newton, about 20 years of age, and Indian by birth. So when y'all do your genealogy and you find you have ancestors classified as mulattoes, now you know mulatto was synonymous with Indian. You see why they're never going to teach you this in school, right? I'll do just a couple.
There it is. All the different reclassifications leads back to the same thing. It's all taken from the term Indian. When the pilgrims got here, ladies and gentlemen, what we're trying to tell you is we were those Indians. Before the Bering Strait, Ellis Island, Siberian Asians got here to be considered Native Americans before they were imported here, like the colonizer imported white people to every single region and continent that they colonized. They did this in Brazil as well. They imported more white people. That's how they got the numbers up. They came by boat. They'll tell you they were pioneers and expeditionists. They'll tell you the truth, just partial truth. Truth is, we know they're not indigenous because they're Westerners, they're settlers, they're pioneers. We were already here. You'd be a damn fool to think that all Black life started on the continent of Africa when we are indigenous to every single land and we were here first by billions of years. Your first Black Asians, the first Asians was Black. The first Japanese were Black. Blacks were even in Europe. We were everywhere. You still got Blacks in the UK. You got Blacks in Antarctica. You got Blacks everywhere. Don't play. Don't play. We were already around before you came around. We was already at least a century or two ahead of you.
I got so many. We'll be here all day. I'll just do like two more, right? September 30th. 1851, $100 reward. Run away from the subscriber on the 29th. John, sometimes called John Carwile, a mulatto fellow showing Indian blood. The said John has very dark hair, inclined to curl, but when comb lies in waves. Oh, this nigga getting some waves. Okay. Let's talk
Real
about
quick,
it.
Mike, has the word African been used?
Not once. We in the 1700s, we in the 1800s. We haven't seen the word African not once.
And that's what I've been
Not
trying to say.
once.
It's a fairly modern term that people are just trying to blanket across several centuries. And even, like I said, my family comes from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, right? So my family was
And
built
we're
in
showing
Alabama
receipts.
before Nigeria was even.
Nigeria is what, 1950s, 1960s?
But they keep trying to say that your ancestry traces back to Nigeria. How?
Hey, let's talk about it. But yeah, if anybody wants to check out the archive in length, just go to nativeblackancestry.com. I got hundreds and hundreds of documents. I update this every month. But yeah,
and you a mod now too, so you can also drop that link in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, so that the people could look up to that, because I'm gonna check that out too. Some of this stuff I already knew, but sometimes when you want to pull it up in real time, you got to scramble. So it's great to have it all in like one place. But yeah, you got these cats triggered because
Black people, if y'all appreciate this content, if y'all appreciate the work, if you appreciate the courage, if you appreciate the intellect, decorate my screen. Let's get those likes up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all support those pastors, and those pastors are lying to you. You know what I'm saying? Those pastors are lying to you every Sunday. They get in your pockets. I'm telling you the truth. We have super chats. We have Cash App. We have all of that. We have gifts. Ladies and gentlemen, support your content creators. Y'all know how dangerous this game is. Y'all know how these people move. Here today, gone tomorrow. Y'all already know. I could be hanging from a tree by this time next week. This ain't nonsense. It's the truth. You just don't like the truth. Because once we figure out who we really are, you got to give that land back. You got to give us those reparations. You have to. You're going to get the hell off of our land But don't worry, you'll be compensated too, because you were falsely and fraudulently sold that land under false pretenses. So they owe you too. But fact remains, you're going to get the hell up off of that land. You're going to cut that check. We know who we are. See, black people, as long as you identify as a foreign entity, they don't owe you anything on sovereign domestic land, which is why they're always trying to reclassify you as a foreign entity. Truth is, this is your land. You don't know the truth. They control history. They rewrote history. They changed everything and they hid it. They hid it to assume your identity. These people are calling themselves Americans and they're not. But yet everybody else is a Mexican American, Somali American, Haitian American, African American, but we're not calling them European Americans, German Americans, Canadian Americans, Italian Americans, Irish Americans, Polish Americans. Do I need to keep going? They're hiding behind the term white. Ask them what their lineage is, what their culture is, the origin. Ask them to identify. Ask them to identify.
You know, obviously, I know that they're trolling. I keep asking them. I say, hit the link. Oh, I ain't hitting shit. So it's like, bro, I don't even really want to hear from you. All of these people that they'll be like keyboard warriors in the chat, and then you politely drop the link, like, hey, come, let's discuss it. I ain't talking about shit. Like, okay, just say that you're intellectually a coward. You're not formidable enough to challenge either of us. So just chill, bro. And like he said, don't forget about the Seminole. And that's what I was going to bring up when they had the wars in Florida, which was, I think, in 1836.
And I happen to be in Florida. So racist, if you're looking for me, FLA, baby. FLA, home of the good weather. Home of the good weather. FLA, baby.
General Jessup said, this is a Negro war.
Yep.
And this we was saying, but he was fighting Indians, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was just fighting a bunch of black Indians. He was like, nah, these ain't no regular Indians. And he called it a Negro war.
The Seminoles aren't even a tribe like most people think. Seminoles are basically
Notice how he's saying tribe, right? And I told y'all they identify as by tribe, correct? Not by color, not by black, not by light skin, red skin, yellow, red bone, none of that. None of that came until the colonizer got here. It was easier for them to maintain white supremacy and control by just saying white and black. Because black grouped everything together that was dark skinned, melanated with woolly hair. Even if you were Indian. Take that to the bank and cash it. Huh? Add that to your generational wealth, you racist. Yeah. Cooking this morning, man. Cooking this morning, man. I love this, man.
And of
Runaways, right?
Most of the Seminoles were Creek Indians. They came from my tribe. My tribe had a civil war. There was a red stick faction that wanted to bang against Andrew Jackson, wanted to go to war. And then we had another faction of Creek Indians that was like, let's make some deals with the devil. Maybe we shouldn't go to war. Well, the Red Sticks, they went down to Florida. They started freeing slaves from plantations. They let anybody from any tribe, even if you were African, they let you join the ranks and play your part in the fight. And Seminole comes from the Spanish word Seminoles or Cimarron, which means runaway, because they ran away into the Florida Everglades, into the swamps to fight Andrew Jackson. And they took them Europeans out. Andrew Jackson had a tough time with them. Do you know how the Seminole Wars finally ended?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
Yeah, they don't like the truth. For some reason, they're allergic to the truth.
No, enlighten me.
Hey guys, I just got done with my
They are allergic to the sun and the truth. I don't know why. I don't know why the truth hurts so bad. I don't know why. How can you say Christian and God and Jesus, but yet you rebuke the truth? You don't repent for your sinful ways, huh? Your iniquity filled behavior. How? Black people, pay attention. They are indoctrinating y'all. They want you to turn the other cheek. That's what they want. Let me share something with y'all, man. Let me share something with y'all, man. If y'all just go down my timeline, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they get really hostile about the truth. They get really hostile because they know the truth. They're getting mad because they didn't think we knew the truth. They didn't think we knew. Now the pressure's on. Now the ball is in their court to respond. And they know they can't respond with a lie. They know they can't respond with a lie. Because that's all they've done. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is up. Anyone who wants to help the platform, you know, Cash App is $ Mr. Uncut Consciousness. Okay, you can send gifts. You can send super chats for support. Black people, we've got to know what to support, who to support. Y'all support all these lying pastors that's keeping y'all indoctrinated. That's making you feel like you're cursed and you're hopeless, right? Instead of empowering you, instead of telling you who you really are. They're giving you a white man's religion and telling you to wait while you're watching a white man live among you and not wait for a damn thing. How did they get it? How did they get there and how did we get here? Ask yourself. Y'all need to start rebuking these damn pastors too. Real talk. These public schools, these pastors, these politicians, these police, all of them. If it starts with a P, rebuke it. But if it ends with a Y, we gonna keep that. We love that. If it starts with the P and ends with a Y, we can't do away with that. We as men, we love. I'm just saying, as a man, if it starts with a P and ends with a Y, we are gonna keep that because we need that. Okay, we need that. It's usually a 5-letter word. Two crooked letters in between after a U. I'm just saying, we are keeping that. Okay, but let me get back on point here. Let me get back on point. I'm gonna show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something. I know I've got to go back a bit here. Oh, is this it? Salute, salute, salute to the eternal spiritual. Black Paint, you figured out what I was talking about, didn't you? I see the faces. You figured out what you done decoded my encryptment, didn't you? You can't hide nothing from a sister, boy. They be on it. But let's listen though. Most High, y'all. None of that colonial stuff. Y'all know where I stand with that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say one time, and trolls only God and your mama can love you. Sometimes there's only one way to get the truth out. So we're gonna try this one more time. But I'm gonna do it the way I be doing. Yeah. I be popping off with knowledge, man, you don't even know. Yeah, we share the same skin, man, but you ain't even folk. Still indoctrinated by a bookie colonizer rope. Can't share the same God, man, religion gotta go. Christianity's insanity. You can call this blasphemy. Don't care about you attacking me. You're trained to think irrationally. Look at all you Christians making final preparations. God condoned slavery, never gave you reparations. You know the truth is strong when you gotta make it weak. So just tell them Jesus said it. Watch them turn the other cheek. You're believing in the death of a man that never died. Got you trusting colonizers like their culture never lied. Surprise. This is called systematic fear. And it's been problematic since the day that they appear. I attempt to give you proof. And all you quote the scripture. You can't be a king, but you're hanging up his picture. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Yeah, Black Paint came in here showing out this morning. We ain't letting her go. She a moderator now. She part of the tribe now. She part of the Uncut Squad. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. I hope her notifications are put on all. I hope that sister hit the membership. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. We need to get our minds right. We need to get our minds right. They always say men are put here to lead. And real men aren't in the church. Real men are a part of the conscious community, giving you this history, giving you this insight, giving you this empowerment, doing exactly what we're supposed to do. Lead. Lead. But yet you'll go bless them lying ass pastors. You'll protect them lying ass men of God. How many pastors are getting locked up for being pedos? How many pastors are getting locked up for filing false tax reports? Huh? How many of these pastors, y'all? And y'all still believe in them when that same colonizing book tell you not to put your trust or faith in man? Thank you, Black Pint. I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of everything. But I'm a truth seeker. I don't take to the internet pretending. I'm passionate about this. My grandma was taken away from me by a racist. First time I met her, the next day she was taken away. So this is for my grandma, Miss Doris Wright. That's why I don't have that fear. That's why I don't have that fear. If you send me home to my grandma, guess what? At least I get to rekindle things with her. Real talk. Real talk.
I came across Mike on TikTok. I've been watching him on TikTok and YouTube now for about a year. I've been in his lives and I got interested in a consultation, and I'm very happy that I proceeded with booking. It was very informative. I got a lot of good information, a lot of good steps. I plan on booking the professional genealogy, whatever. But if you're listening to this, definitely book with Mike. He is definitely the best. He's a key.
Mike does genealogy as well. Mike TV. You can book sessions with him. Okay? You can book sessions with him. We know who we really are. We are not from Africa. We are indigenous. We were already here. Those Africans are in Brazil, Caribbeans, Haiti, and Jamaica. The biggest bulk landed in Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, they have a little city in Brazil right now called Little Africa. A majority of the black people over there right now still have Kenyan accents, still have Congoan accents. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Do not let these people call you an African American, especially if they're not calling themselves European American. Especially if they're not calling themselves European American. Force them to identify. They're steady trying to tell us where we're from. That's because they know how they got what they got. That's why white people are so hell-bent on telling you where you're from, but they won't tell you where they're from because they want to pretend to be indigenous. When they took over South Africa, didn't they call themselves South Afrikaners? Now ask yourself, are they actually African? No. When they took over Brazil, what did they call themselves? Are they actually Brazilian? No. When they took over America, what did they call themselves? Americans. Are they American? No. When they pillaged and stole from the Indians and massacred the Indians, didn't they call themselves Native Americans? Elizabeth Warren right now is claiming to be partial Native American. What did they call themselves? Indians, Native Americans? That's a lie. It's not true. They have a problem with identity in their culture. They want to be everything except who they are. Everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black. Real talk. And them facts for you right there.
Of receipts. So if you want the best, definitely come and book with Mike.
The Seminole Wars finally ended, not because they were beat militarily. It's impossible to beat them militarily. They're fighting in the swamps and shit, right?
Oh yeah, with the Great Dismal Swamp, right?
Great Dismal Swamp, yeah. The Seminole War was ended because one day when the warrior men were out at battle, them grimy ass Europeans, the American.
Thankful truth. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Continue to follow the truth, brother, and be stand up. Race don't matter, man. It's all about content and character and mindset. It's not about color, man. It's not about color. I just straighten the racists. I straighten the trolls. But I love everybody and keep that energy. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one and we'll reach one. Exactly. Exactly. If each one teach one, we'll reach one. Exactly.
Military snuck into the tribal camp, kidnapped the women and the children, and they left a note behind. They said, "Your women or children are held prison over on this island. And if you ever want to see them again in one piece, you're going to sign a treaty and agree to go to Indian territory west of the Mississippi." So, guess what? Like any man would do, they signed the treaty. They agreed to go west of the Mississippi with where the rest of the tribes had already went, but they had a caveat. They said for
Is it DRAHM? DRAHM? DRAHM 4949? Hey, I'm with you when you're right. I am with you when you're right. No rebuttal here. Hey, I think that was well articulated. That's facts. That's facts. I'm with you when you're right.
one, we heard what y'all did to them other tribes on the Trail of Tears, marching them out there in the winter, having them die and shit. If we go, we're going by boats.
Didn't y'all hear me say this stuff? Didn't y'all hear me say all of this? Before I even played this, didn't y'all hear me say all of this? I'm not as uneducated as one may presumably think. Yeah, yeah. Most of us black fellas, we are smart. Most of us black people, we are smart. That's how you got everything you got, dear racists. That's how you got everything you have. Hmm.
The Seminoles were the only tribe that traveled to Indian Territory, what would later become Arkansas and Oklahoma, by boat most of the way. They took the Mississippi up, and then I think they had to walk.
And y'all heard me say earlier that they walked from Oklahoma, and it took about 6 months to get into Mexico, where they received those reparations, right? Didn't you just hear him say that they were walking to Oklahoma? I'm giving you the history. I'm giving you the history. I'm calling this stuff out. This is how much research I do. My mind is a filing cabinet. I can spit this stuff out like clockwork. I can spit it out like my social security number. Like my social security number, ladies and gentlemen. Like my date of birth. Don't ask me to cite sources. Hell, at this point, I am the source.
Into the interior of Arkansas and Oklahoma from there. But most of the journey was by boat. That was the first caveat. Second caveat, they said the only way we gonna go is if we can take our guns with us. These were the only tribe that went by boat and went armed to Indian Territory. The rest of the tribes who walked the Trail of Tears in the 1830s.
Let's get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get to 50? Can we get to 50? If we get to 50, we can get to 55. I'm watching the numbers come in and out, and I know everyone's not hitting that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Please, FBA, melanin brothers and sisters, let's hit that like button. It's free. The like button is free. I know times are hard. I know this president got us paying, crazy prices at the gas pump, crazy prices for food, crazy prices for clothing. I know. But the least we can do is hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. That is the least we can do. That's free. That's free. Let's hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all they weren't gonna like this. Y'all notice the racists not speaking up now? Y'all notice they have nothing to say now? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You notice that the race soldiers aren't saying anything now, right? They were so hell-bent on, you're from Africa, you're from Africa. Where are they now? This is what they do. When the truth comes out, they haul Caucasian. I'm going to say it again. When the truth comes out, they haul Caucasian. Y'all can finish it.
They were marched by militiamen and government agents held at gunpoint to walk the trail. So you see how even when the Seminoles capitulate and strike a deal.
Hey, Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Y'all, Sheena Peterson right here. That is my mother. That is my mother. That is the essence of me. Mother Earth. Did I have regular classes or did I have advanced honor classes all through school? And watch this. I'm not going to say anything. Watch this. She's typing. I know she is. I'm going to give her some time. I'm going to give her some time. She's typing. She'll tell you I was a straight A student. Straight A student. Oh, yeah. I wore suits to school. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I took that thing serious. School was like a job to me. That was like a day in the office, huh? I was reading encyclopedias when y'all was reading Dr. Seuss. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. World Book Encyclopedias, baby. White and brown. White and brown. World Book Encyclopedias, baby. Yeah. 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 The world don't like a smart black man, but it's okay because I love being a smart black man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no stop the cap. I ain't got to lie. You got to lie. You probably had to repeat this. How many times did you repeat the 12th grade? Huh? How many times did you repeat the 12th grade? Just to graduate. You was probably the oldest senior there, weren't you? Weren't you, Dion Smart? Dion, drop smart from your name because it wasn't smart for you to comment. Huh? Try Dion's dumb. That might fit you better. You know what I'm saying? Dion's degenerate. That rolls right off the tongue. Very well. Dion's degenerate. Yeah. And thank you, Black Pint, for wishing Mother Earth to the chat. Thank you for showing respect to my mom. Thank you, Black Pint. You know what I'm saying? That's what a real sister does. That's a real woman right there. You see what I'm saying? That's a real woman right there. That's somebody you can take home to mama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I like that. We are up to 50 likes. Hey, I'm with you. Can we get 55? Huh? Super Soda said, can we get 55? Can we get 55, huh?
They still have to make sure that they getting done to a certain degree. We going by boat and we taking our guns with us.
So, Mike, they have a lot of, and I'm only entertaining this stuff just because it's.
Oh, Mother Earth speaks up. Advanced honor classes, straight A nerd, and I love him. He was the valedictorian of his class. Don't play with me, people. Don't play with me, people. Don't play with me, people. I know what I'm doing. Do you know what you're doing? I know who I am. Do you know who you are? My mom always called me her little Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? She always called me her little Malcolm X. So in between being called Malcolm X and Snoop, I kind of forgot what my real name was. Yeah. Yeah. Don't play. Don't play. You know what I'm saying? Don't play. Super Soda says Grand Rising, Sheena Peterson. Y'all, thank you for showing my mother some respect. That's Mother Earth right there. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. I dropped off an early Mother's Day gift to Mama yesterday. Here you go, Mama. Here you go, Mama. Yeah.
Using you guys are clearly intellectual cowards because you won't hit the link. You can come up in real time and challenge the man, but instead you rather troll and whine like little petulant brats in the chat. But Laser and this other person keep saying, well, why won't you take a DNA test? And they say, if you take a DNA test, it will show that you have African ancestry and that.
That's right, Sebastian. Gotta love Mama. You know, now here y'all go. You do kind of look like Snoop. Bro, you favorite Snoop. I should have never said that. I should have never said that. I should have never said that. I'm trying to tell you, in between being called, you know what I'm saying, Malcolm X and Snoop is still a nickname to this day. You know what I mean? So I keep Snoop Dizzle close by, y'all. What y'all think? Mama, you got anything you need to tell me? Huh? Do anybody in the Snoop family owe me any child support, Mama? Huh? I need to get the truth from you, mama. Tell me the truth. It might be money involved in this thing. Huh? Yeah, for real, for real. Snoop with some Cat Williams. Pimpin', I really thank you for comparing me to the remarkable, amazing Cat Williams. He is fire. I say everything Cat Williams do is fire. I love me some Cat Williams. If you can't tell. Ladies, I'm only calling you just because I don't know your name individually. Holla if you hear me. That is all I'm saying. If you ain't got nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me, pimp. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Let's go.
You're trying to misappropriate
Yeah.
indigenous
You know
lineage.
what's funny? The United States government does not use DNA testing to prove your ethnicity. No American Indian tribe uses DNA testing to prove your ethnicity. They go by paper trail genealogical research. When I
Did y'all hear that?
we go on by a boat and we taking our guns with
Listen.
us.
So, Mike, they have a lot of, and I'm only entertaining this stuff just because it's amusing. You guys are clearly.
Let me say this real quick. Man, listen. Some of y'all vampires just really some haters, man. Some of y'all really so you mad cause you can't do a Cat Williams impression. Huh? Are you mad cause you still sitting on bicycle seats and there is no seat attached to the pole and you are sitting perfectly seated on that bicycle, sir? Where is the pole? Huh? Where is the pole, sir? Yeah, we know up your. Yeah, just some haters, man.
Intellectual cowards because you won't hit the link. You can come up in real time and challenge the man, but instead you rather troll and whine like little petulant brats in the chat. But Laser and this other person keep saying, well, why won't you take a DNA test? And they say, if you take a DNA test, it will show that you have African ancestry and that you're trying to misappropriate indigenous lineage.
You know what's funny? The United States government does not use DNA testing to prove your ethnicity. No American Indian tribe uses DNA testing to prove your ethnicity. They go by paper trail genealogical research. When I applied to be
even
a member,
oral, right? Even
yes,
oral
sometimes
holds
even
more weight.
oral, yeah. When I applied to be a member of the tribe of my ancestors, the Muskogee Creek Nation, they didn't tell me, hey, do a DNA test to see what percentage of Muskogee Creek Indian you are. No, I had to prove it through record.
He's my favorite too. It's all about Cat Williams. He's my favorite too. You know what I'm saying? Well, tell them to stop messing with me. Y'all want me to stop, but they coming in here messing with me. Come on, let's be real, black people. Y'all know we clowns. Y'all know we sit, roast, crack jokes, and laugh all day. So what do y'all expect from me? I'm supposed to turn off my blackness? I'm gonna laugh and have fun. I'm gonna roast. I'm gonna have fun. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's the problem. We got to get back to doing what we do. We've been doing what they want us to do. We've been believing what they want us to believe. We've been taught, saying, learning, repeating everything that they've wanted us to talk, say, repeat, do, and learn. We've got to get back to us. We got to get back. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to represent black every time I get on here. Every time I get on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to laugh and have fun. What Cat Williams said, call somebody else and get 7 more laughs, pimping. I'm going to get 7 laughs, and I'm going to call somebody else, and I'm going to get 7 more motherfucking laughs, pimping. I'm going to laugh. Because it's laughable. It's laughable. I'm going to have fun with this. They can't get under my skin. I'm armored. I have melanin. You know what I'm saying? If the sun can't penetrate my black, what make you think they could penetrate my black? I'm just saying. Certified salute, FBA Convo. What's up with you? I done got in trouble on TikTok again and I ain't even do nothing. I say, I done got in trouble on TikTok again, and I ain't even do nothing. I ain't say nothing. I'm telling you, I was watching my words. Play the stream back. Play this stream back. You'll see it happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, them 7 laughs gonna add 7 more years to all. Exactly, because that's joy. That's joy, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's joy. Man, damn TikTok. Damn TikTok. I don't even like clocks no more because they go TikTok. You know what I'm saying? They watch everything. Boy, I can't do TikTok. I cannot do failed attempt. Boy, I fail epically every time. Yesterday was my first successful stream with TikTok. I wake up this morning, I'm excited. I turn both streams on and damn, they go TikTok. I'm like, damn, always watching me and you know what I'm saying? Stop watching me. God damn, watching me. Watching me for all these people on TikTok. I ain't said nothing. It's crazy. Y'all know I'm stupid. As y'all follow me, y'all will realize I am like an undercover comedian. I like to laugh and have fun. I roast people. I roast my damn self. I want people to come here and be entertained. You know what I'm saying? I make learning fun. I make trolling funner. Real talk, man. Real talk. You can't troll somebody who's going to troll you back. You cannot troll someone who can troll you back. So I have fun with this. Trust me, when I die, I'm going to die with a smile on my face. I might die laughing. It could be a racist that take me out. I'm still going to laugh. I'm going to die happy. Because I ain't got to be here around them no more. You feel me? Let's go.
And the reason why these cowards fall back to this DNA thing is because they know that DNA tests are the modern eugenics movement, and they don't even have markers for American Indian tribes.
I was just going to say that, which is why they're wholly insufficient and inaccurate. I had seen a video. They test.
I'm uncontrollable. I wouldn't say all of that. I wouldn't say all of that. See, women come with something that control all men. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm not going to say I'm uncontrollable because women are born with something. You know, you sisters, you black women, y'all are born with something that just controls us. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are born with something that controls us. So I'm not uncontrollable. I'm just not controlled right now. That's all.
Like an iguana.
Yeah. And hold on. Let me go. Black paint. That ain't for you to figure out, okay? Black paint. Because Black paint be figuring everything out. She be on her Sherlock Holmes, y'all. She be on her Sherlock Holmes, Ben Matlock. She be figuring stuff out. You know what I'm saying? It's like Blue's Clues, y'all. All she needs is one clue. She gonna solve the case.
And the iguana came back like 80% sub-Saharan night.
Oh, I'm untrollable. Okay, untrollable. Okay, well, I agree. I thought you said uncontrollable. I'm sorry, untrollable. Yes, I'm very untrollable. I'm like, Black Paint, don't you figure that out, Black Paint? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got to love intelligent black women, man. You got to love intelligent black women. You have to, man. Salute to the intelligent black women. I call them the traditional black woman. Because, see, right now they're in a war too with the modern day black woman. And the modern day black woman is trying to make the traditional black woman look bad, but they can't. The modern day woman needs to learn from the traditional black woman how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? So salute and much love and respect to the traditional black woman and the conscious traditional black woman. Okay, to hell with the modern day Christian loving, man beating, masculine filled, goddamn wannabe. You know what I'm saying? Black modern day women. I'm gonna tell it like it is. You go down to your local little sex store and you purchase you a silicone penis and you strap it on 1 or 2 times and now you feel like a man. You think you are a man and you want to be a man. You know what I'm saying? But you forget you got to take it off. And when you take it off, you ain't got a kickstand there. You got a purse perfectly tucked away. You know what I'm saying? We need to know our place. We need to know our place. You know what I'm saying? We need to know our place. Us, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Wow, son, they know what's coming on TikTok with you. That mouth always have got you in trouble. Yeah, ma. Yeah. Yeah, ma. And no matter how many times you've seen a spank my butt, mother, look what it's doing for me now. It's paying bills, ma. I got you, mama. So I learned not to use it the wrong way, thanks to your discipline, mother. Hey, that woman had to spank me 6 times on my 6th birthday in front of all my friends while I was having a birthday party, y'all. I got 6. You know, usually you get like your little birthday spankings. 1, 2. No, these was real ass whoopings. I remember like it was yesterday. I remember like it was yesterday, y'all. I'm so stupid. Hey, my mama didn't play, boy. They called my mama didn't play, but they called my mama Hurricane Sheena. That was for a reason, boy. They called her Hurricane Sheena. Real talk. Real talk, boy. Y'all listen. Y'all see these tears in my eyes? I'm laughing because it's true. My mama didn't play. She ain't play and still don't. Still don't. I'm still her little Malcolm, though. Ain't nothing gonna change that. Huh? I'm still her baby boy. Jody! I'm still the baby boy. Jody! Jody! Yeah, I'm the baby boy. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, these kids don't know. CPS protect them. We had HRS back then, boy. Listen, my mama told us quick, yeah, go ahead and dial HRS 911 and any of that. And I'm gonna be beating your ass while you're on the phone with them. And when you pull up, when they pull up, I'm gonna be beating your ass right in front of them. And ain't nothing like actually doing it. And she actually held up the whole word. And when they got there, you were still getting your butt tore up. And all they did was look at you and say, well, just continue to spank him on the butt. Make sure you don't hit him nowhere else, but tear his ass up. And then they walk away. I called you to save me. Hey, now I'm going to get beat even worse. Can you take me with you? These children are protected and spoiled now. They don't know. They don't know. It takes a village to raise a child. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate was good. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know, man. They don't know they got it easy. They born in the internet world. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't born when 8 tracks was in play. They don't know about the Walkman. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to this. They don't know. They don't know. It's levels to this.
Syrian.
There was a Korean man in Korea that did a DNA test that said
Black Pint, where you from? You from the South? Black Pint, where you from? She's like, you got some South in you. You from the South? They deal with mass. I don't. Okay. Yep, and I had a bad pack for them. She sure did. She sure did. She sure did. She sure did. Hey, she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. Real talk. See, we ain't got to lie. We live this. We live the Black experience. But look how I turned out, ladies and gentlemen. I turned out swell. After I got my head screwed on right and I turned my brain on, I've been all right ever since. Ah, you from New York, but your people from Alabama. That's why I detect a little bit of Southernism in you. Uh-huh, black paint. Uh-huh. See how I picked that up? My spider senses. I took my Peter Parkers on. Yeah. Yeah.
was Native American. He's
Oh,
never
I
even
didn't
been
see
to
that
America.
one.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So
why
this
Israel banned DNA tests. Yeah.
Correct. So they'll always be quick to, and this is what I always say, like you've never heard any, well, maybe Trump, because he was calling her Pocahontas, but up until then, no one on the left was talking about DNA tests for Elizabeth Warren. Nobody is talking about it for any of these Dawes imposters. But as soon as someone like myself or when Mike's complexion comes in, suddenly we don't know who we are. We're just lost Africans and stop trying to misappropriate native. I'm like, bro, what natives are you talking about, bruh? So it's getting, and now they're saying this dude is nuts. It's like, no, what's nuts is for him to deny his lineage. No, I didn't choose to be like, did you choose
If I did
to
my
be
genealogy and found Africans, then that would be my heritage and I would have nothing. You do know Black Americans, when we fell for the Pan-Africanism okie doke, we were the proudest Africans ever. We were way more prideful about.
I remember that, y'all. We had the thick, dark tone, low shades. We had the African medallions. We rocking shirts with the African symbol. Yeah, we was gone on that pan. Y'all don't realize how long Pan-Africanism has been involved. It's been around. You know what I'm saying? We're not all Africans. No. I can't give you the fist pump on that. No. No. I got to leave you hanging. Richard. No disrespect intended, but brother, no, we're not all Africans. No. You just made a colonizer proud by saying that. You just made a colonizer proud of you by saying, no, we're not all Africans. No, you're still indoctrinated, brother. We're debunking that right now as we speak. No, we're not, sir. We're not. We're indigenous. We were already here. We were those Indians. We were those freedmen. Yeah, he's late to class. I can't even give you the Black Power fist. You know what I'm saying? Life did not start in Africa. No. Again, bro, you got to leave this white man indoctrination stuff alone. This pseudoscience type stuff. Leave that stuff alone. Life started everywhere. Life did not just start in Africa. Life started everywhere. That's a lie. You got to stop reading their history and learn your own. That's a lie. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's not true. That's not true either. That's not true either.
Of African descent than even.
Yeah, he's really late to class. It's not the mother. Oh my God. Are you African? Are you an immigrant? Maybe I'm missing that. McDonald. Are you, no shade, no shade. Are you an immigrant? I wasn't ready to call him a tether yet. You know what I mean? But no such thing as black people. Now you're right there. First thing you said correct since you entered. I back you on that. No such thing as black people. You know what I mean? Now I'm with you on that one. So we got 1 out of 3 right now. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3, Richard. You're doing good, but you're right. No such thing as black people. And we're not Africans. Have you stood next to an African? Do you look like an African? Huh? Do you look like an African? That's what I want to know. Richard, go subscribe to Mike TV. Richard, go subscribe to Mike TV on YouTube, Richard. And then subscribe here and we'll get you where you need to be. Please go subscribe to Mike TV on YouTube and subscribe here. Mike, don't just subscribe here. You're gonna need the membership. I'm gonna need time to work with you, Richard. So make sure you get a membership here, Richard. Okay? That's right. Creation started all over the world. All over the world. We're not going back to this 1980s motherland Africa BS. Africa ain't never stood up for us in our time of need. Iran has stood up for us more than Africa has. Iran ain't never passed not one law. I mean, Africa ain't never passed not one law helping us. Ain't never pushed for it. Africans also attacked indigenous black freedmen when they were shipped to Liberia in 1820 under the American Colonization Society. Did you know that? We're not the same. We're not the same. Africans sold other tribal Africans into slavery. Did you know that? We are not the same. So when they say they sold black people, they're lying. Africans sold other tribal Africans into slavery, to the Arabs first and then to the colonizers by the 3rd century. Oh, we gonna get this work today. We gonna get this right today. Not my ancestors. Nice try, not my ancestors, but it was your ancestors that pulled up. My ancestors was already here, waiting for you and Columbus and the rest of y'all to come. My ancestors were taken as prisoners of war. They were reclassified from Indian and put on plantations and called Negroes. Walter Plecker, U.S. Census, the Indian Removal Act, the Racial Integrity Act, the Homestead Act, the Trail of Tears, the $5 Indian Act, the Eraser Act. What more do you want from me? I'm giving it to you. It was ours. It was ours before you got here. It was ours before you got here. And now I'm really finna piss you off. Now I'm really finna piss you off, racist. Now I'm really finna piss you off. Racist, do you know that because of a black woman, you have life? Racist, do you know that you probably I wanted to say it my way, but I'm gonna be nice because I don't want to be shadow banned again. You know what I'm saying? But you tasted a black woman's vagina and her birth canal. Do you know because of a black woman, you have life and existence? Do you know that a black woman comes with what they call the mitochondria gene? To where she could produce any shade, any color of child, human life on earth? Did you know that? Some people call it the Eve gene. Only a black woman can do that. Do you notice that white only begets white? Do you know that white only begets white? Do you know that a black woman can make any shade, any race? Watch this. Up until the age of 3 years old, I had straight hair and deep watery blue eyes. If my Mother Earth is still in the chat, she'll validate that. I can go through her baby pictures and find it and show you my damn self. I've seen it. I've seen it. Don't say who cares. You should care because you wouldn't have life if it wasn't for a black woman. It wasn't Adam and Eve. That's what you white people did to take credit away from a black woman. But to populate this earth with all these different races, oh, you better believe it was a black woman, baby. You better believe it was a black woman. See, there go mama. Yes, he did. See? There go mama. Yes, he did. And she's a black woman that gave birth to me. And I had watery blue eyes and straight white man's hair. And I was light skinned up until the age of 3. There's the truth. That mitochondrial gene, that Eve gene, you can't do that. A snowman can only beget a snowman. That is what I'm telling you. But a black woman, a queen, an empress, boy, that thing is royalty. She can give birth to anything, any skin pigmentation. Just look at it. Look up mitochondria gene. Look it up. I don't care what color you are, fool. You uneducated, damn dense dummy. You're uneducated. You even brave enough to put a profile picture up. Black Pint says, I believe it because a friend of mine had green eyes until she turned 13. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The Eve gene. There it is. Somebody knows about it. There it is. Somebody knows about it. You dummy. Sherry, you stupid. Sherry, you must be like another Kamala Harris. You must be like another Kamala. You another Kamala. Sherry is another. Look at her last name. We know she's not American. Turkowski. Where you from? Where you from? You not American. You immigrant. Where you from? Where you from? You got your visa? You got your visa? Or did you marry in? We know you ain't from America with a name like that. You know what I'm saying? We know. Turkowski. What type of name is that? Turkowski. Get a regular American name. Get a regular American name, you imposter. Yeah, the black woman is the original creation made in the image of God. Say that. Say that. Say that. Say that. Yeah, we're gonna take Sherry out of her misery. Sherry, here's a douche for you. Go douche, sweetie. Go douche. Go douche, sweetie. There it is. Massengill for you, Sherry. Some Massengill for you, Sherry. Get some Massengill for you, Sherry. Summer's Eve. What you prefer? What you prefer, Sherry? Go get your pH balance right, Sherry.
Continental Africans who are constantly fleeing the motherland. We was rocking the
Fleeing and fighting each other
and
as
we was
well.
learning about Nile Valley civilization.
Hey, this fool say I'm full of hate. No, white people are full of hate. Black people don't hate anyone. White people have proven time and time again that y'all are just hateful, even against your own people. Let me give you a hint. What color was those Jews in the Holocaust? Don't worry, I'll wait. Let me give you another hint. What color was those 3 presidents that y'all assassinated? Don't worry, I'll wait. What color was the majority of the victims in the Epstein file and the people in the Epstein files that did it? Don't worry, I'll wait. What colors are your presidents and your politicians that make all these racist laws and uphold systemic racism? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll wait, because that's hate. That's hate. Who destroyed all those black villages? Who flooded over 200 black communities? For an example, Lake Lanier was a black community. You stole it. You couldn't sell it. So what did you do? You flooded it. The community is still under Lake Lanier. And as many stories as you hear about what happens in Lake Lanier when you guys go swimming, okay. So the hate is derived and reserved for you. Redlining, who needed that? Jim Crow, who needed that? Reconstruction, segregation, the civil rights, who needed that? Mass incarceration, the war on drugs, who needed that? That's hate. That's hate. We're not hateful, but you are, and history proves it. History proves it. It is a master race. It was before you got here. Ask me again. It was a master race before you got here. The content of character is what matters. But if we're talking history, race does matter because race has always played a part in our history. This country was founded and built on racism by a racist white person. Yeah.
And Nubian
the medallion pieces,
the whole thing. But then
which is why they even mock us with the whole. So they mock us with the whole "we was kings," right?
Yeah.
Even though there were some some kings and stuff, right? Yeah. But then when we say no, actually, like we are from the lineage of this, native indigenous population now as pretendians. So either way, whichever one we choose, which, like I say, you don't choose your lineage, you're born into it, right? But it's just, they just want to mock us anyways. But now this isn't about mockery. This is about facts, right? I'm not trying to cosplay a different lineage, right? We're truly foundational to this land.
My family is really from Oklahoma, and they were there when it was Indian territory. My grandfather was really the chief of the tribe. They really got to Indian territory by walking the Trail of Tears, because previously they were really from Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. I mean, trolls can say whatever trolls gonna say, but what have we done here tonight, Be Easy? We went through colonial documents from as early as the 1400s, indigenous fugitive slave ads, newspaper clippings where free persons of color as early as the 1800s were saying, this is our native land and we do not want to go to the wilds of Africa. I mean, we even broke down the logistics of the transatlantic. I mean, come on. We know that these people in the chat who are being contrarian are African, because the only person that is obsessed with what a Black American identifies as is an African, because they're trying to destiny.
Or Pan Goofy trying to, Africa, yeah. Because, and this is the whole thing too, right? if this was our so-called motherland, right? Let's just say, you know what, we subscribe to the out of Africa theory and we want to go back to our motherland. What have they fought and set up for us to go back to?
Nothing. They got all the gold, all the diamonds. They made all the money during the transatlantic slave trade, tricked it all off. They can't even feed their own children. They're begging the Chinese to give them high interest rates loans to build infrastructure. They're begging the Russians to give them resources. I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah, they're begging the Russians for weapons. Then they like, oh, look, the Chinese invest and they're building railroads. They built railroads to easily extract the resources. You guys don't benefit from them.
And to steal your resources, they have to make roads so they can get to the resources. That's why North America is so well developed with all these roads and bridges and highway systems, because they were extracting our resources.
And they needed an efficient way to do it. And especially that's why most of the railroads is down south, because many of those states you can get to very close, the Carolinas and all this stuff. And this is another thing too, when they talk about, like, now I always ask people this, when they say who built the railroads, what demographic do they automatically give the credit to?
Chinese.
The Chinese built the least amount of railroad. And I'm not trying to poo-poo that, right? Salute to them for their contribution. But the indigenous, native, foundational Black American population built over 9,000 miles of railroad. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Chinese people were responsible for not even 700, but I'll round it up and say 700 miles. Then the indentured servants that they brought in, the peasant Europeans, they built about 1,200 miles of roads. The indigenous foundational Black people built.
If you so intelligent, go make Europe great again. If you so intelligent, go make Germany great again. Huh? If you so intelligent, go make Poland and Canada great again. Take your ass back to the doggone Caucasus Mountains. Huh? Make it great again. Why do you think you like climbing mountains? No, I'm on you now, boy. I'm on your head now. See, you done messed up. You done messed up, old wicked one. You done messed up. Why do you think you like climbing those mountains and those rocks, boy? Huh? Because you got the primate DNA in you, the monkey DNA. That's why your lips thin. That's why you're hairy like the monkey. You know what I'm saying? That's why you like to climb like the monkey. Huh? That's why you used to climbing those rocks to get back to them caves in the Caucasus Mountain. So take your knuckle dragging ass back and make that great since you're so intelligent. And if you were that damn intelligent, why do y'all need to steal everybody's fucking inventions to make it? Huh? Why couldn't you do anything by yourself if you're so intelligent? Why haven't you figured out how to make melanin so that you don't have to be burnt by that damn sun every day just trying to survive and make a living? Huh? Tell me why. Tell me why, dumbass. Why does history reflect that you guys needed everybody else to make it because you couldn't do it? And then tell me why 37.4% of you are still on food stamps and EBT. So if you so damn great, you take your ass back home and you make it great again. Because everywhere y'all go, y'all fuck it up. Disease carrying thieves. Everywhere you go, you fuck it up. That's what you do. That's what you do. White people commit 69% of the crime in this country. Now, research says that on the FBI 2019 data crime sheet, white people make up 69% of the crime in this country. Now, tell the truth, Shay Whitey, since you're asking me and you wanted me to answer that question for you. 69% of all crime in this country stems from white people. Now, don't come back with per capita. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. You asked me, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. What you mean? You said 37% is underrepresented. You stupid. Y'all lead the way at 37.4%. How is that an underrepresentation? That is an overrepresentation, stupid. 37.4%. of white people are still on SNAP, EBT, Section 8, HUD, Medicaid, and Medicare? And you're saying 37% is underrepresented? Shut up, boy. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. That's what you do. Shut it up. Shut up.
Over 9,000 miles, but yet no one even talks about them when it comes in the railroad. They had this mythical figure, John Henry, of a strong dude. If Asians built the road, where's this mythical Asian dude, right? And even the Asians, right? They just let that lie go. When they say Chinese.
Johnny, J-Dub, can we get the sun and some garlic? Can we get the sun and some garlic? You take your ooga booga. Y'all the ones with the primate gene. Y'all the ones got the monkey gene. Yeah, that's right. That degenerate gene, that Neanderthal gene, 3%. 3%. That Neanderthal gene came with a primate gene. Huh? Came with a primate gene. You ever wonder why your hair smells like an animal when you wet? You ever wondered that? Because you have an animal's primate gene. Yes. Yes. Dog fur. Fur hair. So when it rains, guess what you smell like? A wet German Shepherd. I wonder why. This is DNA. It's not racist. It's DNA. Y'all won't tell the truth to save your life. You just won't tell the truth.
The railroad, the Chinese people should say, no, we contributed, but our black brothers,
J-Dub, let's get the garlic and sun out. Let's get the garlic and sun out, J-Dub. Drill Sergeant, let's get the garlic and the sun out. We got to get rid of some vampires, y'all. Let's get the garlic and the sun out. I need to see some garlic and some sun. No, they can't raise the white flag. They gonna learn by coming in here with me, boy. They gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? They gonna learn. You can discuss Africa all you want to. Discuss Europe and Germany and Irish and all of that. Discuss all of that. Because we're right here. Discuss America. Huh? Discuss America. That's what you do. Discuss America. Oh, I see the sun and the garlic. I see the sun and the garlic. Y'all, pick a vampire, y'all. Pick a vampire to make go poof. If your name is lit up in blue, pick a vampire. It is hunting season. It is vampire hunting season. You know what I'm saying? Get the vampires out of here, y'all. Get the vampires out of here. No, you guys, 2977. 29% of you guys, your population are men. And say, oh, you want me to run that back? Should I run that back for them? Let me run that back. Let me run that back. Because y'all don't like the truth. Y'all don't like the truth. Let me run that back for you. Let me run that back. Let's run it back.
So as black people as a whole, I feel like it's only right that we all come together and coin a new term, black obsession. Throughout all of history, it seems that racists have a very strange obsession with black people. Now in 2025, every other day there is a new example of this. Recently, a white man went to a all-black barbershop to discuss his black fatigue. I did a video on my second channel already breaking down all of the false statistics and fallacies, but I will say this, he walked out of that barbershop alive. He did not get kirked. And it's just so strange because these white conservatives walk around like white people shit do not stink. And I'll say this all the time, there is nothing wrong with bringing up the problems in the black community, but also sweep under your own porch first. White America has greater problems than black fatigue. White men only make up about 29% of the population, but guess what? They account for 75% of incest perpetrators, 65% of
Listen, liars. Listen. Listen, you Charlie Kirk propagandists. Listen. Listen. Because you guys are unaccountable. We know you don't like the truth. We saw sinners. We know what you vampires do. We know. We know what y'all do. Watch this. Listen now. Listen. Let me run this back. Because y'all uninformed. See, this proves that everything y'all learn from black people. We taught y'all how to wash y'all ass. We taught y'all how to cook. We taught y'all everything. You know what I'm saying? We taught y'all everything. Give them black Moors their credit. From year 711 to 1492, the Dark Ages. It was called the Dark Ages for a reason. You know why? Because those black Islamic Moors were in power. from 711 to the year of 1492, your Christopher Columbus arrival date. Yeah, the Moors is going around teaching you everything, building roadways, building bridges, building schools, creating pre-algebra and algebra. Where do you think you get it from? That's why you white people hate Islam so much, because you don't want to be reminded of what those black Moors out of Africa did for you. And then when they left Europe at the fall of Rome and Europe, where else did they go? Spain, America, and everywhere else that you colonizers went, cleaning up behind y'all. Cleaning up behind y'all. Notice you don't hear stories about the black Moors conquering people and colonizing people and making people prisoners of war and bringing diseases and famine. What did they do? They bought civilization and sophistication, and they were Islamic. But y'all won't tell the truth about that. Huh? Y'all won't tell the truth about that. Yeah. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and close this out and say thank you to everybody. We back, baby. We back, baby. Y'all remember to hit that like button. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Remember to hit that membership button if you really want the truth. Because you can't go nowhere else on the internet and get it how I'm delivering it. Unless you're going to Black Alpha Network. Unless you're going to Mike's TV. Huh? Yeah. Look at you. Black women have the highest STDs, but you came out of black woman pussy. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. All of y'all with the Hunter Biden gene. Huh? Got the same girlfriend. First name Crystal, last name Meth. Huh? Yeah, shout out to the Black Alpha, man. I'ma always give that brother props. Love that brother. Love that brother. One of the strongest on the internet. Salute the Black Alpha Network. Salute, salute, salute to him. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, yeah, they mad. But that's my job. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they mad. But we don't care. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we don't. Life's too short to be carrying burdens you will never fix. Life is long enough for you to fix the burdens you created. Pay them reparations, vampire. Huh? Pay them reparations, vampire, or give back that generational wealth. One or the two. One or the two. It's the only choice you got. Cut the check. Cut the check or deal with the disrespect. That's what you gonna do. That's what you gonna do. Let me spell it loud and proud for you. Let me say it loud and proud. Let me put it in the air. Let me put it in the algorithm. Black people are tired. It's our time, baby. It's our time. Where's your EBT? Were you not here when we debunked that? Were you not here to find out that you white people lead the way in all ethnic groups in America when it comes to EBT and SNAP? 37.4% of you guys with a 400-year plus head start. Epic damn failure. Shut your lying ass mouths. That's where white lies come from. That's where white lies. I'm giving you statistics. You're always saying cite sources. Huh? Look that one up. 37.4% of you lead the way, white community. Don't holler per capita. Don't holler per capita. Don't holler per capita. Yeah. Know who you fucking with, homie. I ain't the one. You gonna catch the right one on the wrong day. And I'm the wrong one on any right day. Go figure. Now, with that being said, to the tribe, I say to the tribe, to the melanated family, to the black people, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, emperors and empresses, and to the good white folks, I say, get your one-on-one, get your one-on-one, get your one-on-one with the real indigenous spiritual most high. Black folks, can we run those likes up real quick? Let's show them how we unify. Huh? I understand y'all may not be able to send super chats and cash apps, but that like button is free. Let's show them how we unify. Let's show them we're not our ancestors. Let's show them what we've shown them time and time again. We don't need them to survive and to make it and to thrive. They need us, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Show out, black family. Show out, black family. Happy Mother's Day to all. That's what I'm talking about. Show up and show out, black family. We don't need them. We don't need them. Black Wall Street didn't need them. They needed us. Huh? Seneca didn't need them. They needed us. The Move movement. 1985, Philadelphia. What did they do? Drop a bomb on the, right? Come on, man. In a whole neighborhood in the 80s. In the 80s. Black men out here telling the truth. We ain't in church getting indoctrinated. We getting the truth, and we're leading how we're supposed to be leading in the first place. This is what real black men do, baby. Conscious community, baby. Get you some of that FBA. Get you some of that foundational black American blood. That's what you do. That's what you do, baby. That's who we are. Y'all gonna cut that check. And we tired of the disrespect. We cutting it off right here, right now. It don't matter. I'm going to tell y'all the same thing I tell you every time. To my brothers and my sisters, and to the good white folks, damn it, buy up all the sunscreen. Buy up all the sunscreen. We don't want not one racist to survive. Huh? We want to do this thing expeditiously. Expeditiously. I went in TI dictionary and found that word. We want to do this thing expeditiously. Huh? We gonna help the sun. That's what we gonna do. We gonna help the sun. Buy up all of the sunscreen. Buy it all. And only supply it to the good white folks. Good white folks, when y'all buy it, don't give it to the white racist origins of your community. You know what I'm saying? Keep it for yourself. We want y'all to survive. We love y'all, good white folks, but damn these white racists. And the hell with all of them. Buy up the sunscreen. Y'all know what to do, man. Stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, be you. They just mad because they ain't black. They mad because they ain't conscious. They mad because they don't have a soul. They mad because their content of character can't measure up to ours. They're mad because they're never on the right side of history. Fuck it. They mad because they white. Ashe!